Hello and welcome back to the Chopshop Network and Thornwood Dungeons & Dragons. My name is Charlie Chopshop. I am the Dungeon Master here at Thornwood D&D, and I am joined by the cast and crew. Slippy Toad, played by Collin.
That's me!
We have Spitz the Rabbit Squirrel, played by Knucklebone.
That's me!
We have Nix, played by Pleasantfin _
Hi.
And of course, your friend Sar, playing Igrim, the Wizard Mouse.
Yep.
If you're new to Thornwood D&D, this is a D&D campaign that takes place in a homebrew world of our making. The region of this world is called Thornwood. The world is called the Beast Kingdoms, and everyone is an anthropomorphic animal of sorts, even though the world does seem to be massive around them, as if they are animal-sized. Humans don't exist, and are but a myth and an ancient legend, and are said to be giant. And the ruins that they leave behind are giant as well. And yeah, so it's a peaceful little Thornwood, but things have been going wrong, and our party has been on an adventure. So let's talk about last time, party. And then we'll talk about your traits and your goals. So last time was session 4. Scene 1 was awoken by bats. Music is quite loud. Let me put on some in-game music for you guys instead before I continue with my descriptions. I need ambiance.
Cinematic.
This is the theme song for the campaign, actually. This is the Thornwood Abbey song.
Oh, it's only 30 minutes long. That's a short song.
Yeah.
I can't hear it, but I got some Limp Bizkit going in the background, so.
I'm fucking
yeah.
It starts slow and builds up. You're not listening to Limp Bizkit, are you?
No, I'm not.
I'll hate you forever. I know you're joking.
I was about to say, did you see the chat? The image he dropped of Limp Bizkit? Come on.
Gonna break some fucking face tonight.
Oh!
Come on!
You know what they say? Keep rolling, 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 rolling.
This is the real main act. This is what you're all here for.
I'm just mad that you're not listening to the real fucking truth, which is corn. Rag-a-gong.
Oh, God. Jonathan Davis did a solo project.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did too. Listen to it.
No, he didn't. You're lying.
I don't even like Jonathan Davis. I'm more of a fan of Monkey and Head.
Yeah, I like Head.
Why do we know so much about corn?
What was the bassist name again?
Fieldy.
Fieldy, that's right. Old Farmy.
Fieldy Snuts.
Oh, fuck. Feel these nuts.
I get it.
Yeah, hello
God,
and welcome to Thornwood, where we our podcast where we talk about corn, where the backwards are. Okay. Let's get into this recap of last session. I promise we'll stay more on topic. Scene 1, you were awoken by bats. Slip's watch was interrupted when 4 giant bats swept in an attack. One ended up escaping at the end of the battle. But the battle kind of started off as they surprised you in your sleep, and one of the bats scooped up Igrim in the midst in his sleep and almost dropped him. But Igrim pulled some fancy spell work and dropped down, and Spitz actually caught him, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. Like a little baby.
But you guys did get beat up because they ambushed you in your sleep. You took a bunch of critical damage. You were all hurt. And it took you quite a bit longer to camp. You had to camp long into the next day to try and recover your wounds. So you didn't hit the road until about noon. And after some deliberation, you all decided that the place to go was this cage, this magical artifact in the woods that 2 of you had seen and the others had heard about, where a bird had been trapped. And if you recall, your party member Daisy, a researcher from the Ancient History Department at the Briarpoint Academy, a little mouse woman that you rescued, she was very dead set on going to save this bird when she heard there was a bird imperiled in the trap. So you ended up going towards the cage. You took your dung beetle mounts and were able to traverse it in quite a bit of a shorter time. You got there in the evening, right before sunset, and you came into the small clearing where the cage lay in, kind of the center of this little glade in the forest. There you saw the sparrow almost like dead, like twitching on the floor of the cage, just in the darkness through the bars, and Slip used his channel divinity to enshroud the sparrow in blue flame and heal him. He started thanking you profusely, but also was jumping around saying he was trapped. And in investigating the cage, trying to get the bird out, Slip also fell through a trapdoor at the top and got trapped. So then Slip and the bird were in the cage together. The bird introduced itself to Slip as Tomo the sparrow. Igrim helps find the serial number for Daisy, and she sets to researching. It's like on the cage as Igrim and Daisy kind of inquisitively search the cage for clues. So yeah, Daisy sets to researching in some large tome. And let's see, Gilbert Longhop, is that when? Yeah, Gilbert Longhop shows up, muddy and naked, and bounding through the clearing. Basically just like a muddy, naked figure comes running and jumping through the clearing, and I believe Nyx stepped out and like blocked his path. And come to find out, it was the leader of the caravan who you were originally tasked to go and search for. This man, Gilbert Longhop, this frog, he's the leader of the Longhop Trading Company caravan, and that's who Daisy had been traveling with. And they were, if you recall, in their words, attacked by Redtail Coalition squirrels, who are supposed to be the protectors of the forest, who two of you are affiliated with. So yeah, and he confirmed that when you saw him, but he was in a scramble. He wasn't worried about that. He was worried about the rats that were following him, which is very disconcerting because rats are not supposed to be south of the North Wall. And sure enough, oh, that's right. Before you run out, so the rats are coming. You could hear them further off in the forest. You could see dragonflies and birds like scattering from the forest, and hear them yelling as they were like searching about. So Igrim climbed the cage and tried to set everyone free, and knowingly, on purpose, triggered a glyph of warding. But after, I believe, using false life or something on yourself.
Yep.
And so Igrim triggered oh, that's right. So to release Tomo and Slip, so that let them out. And you all hid literally just as the rats, Yaza, the rat captain, and his two kind of rat lackeys, soldiers, came into the clearing. You like perfectly hid. And he basically was like, it looks like someone triggered the trap door, but it doesn't look like there's anyone in the cage. He's like, they gotta be nearby. And he's like, go find them. And he like sends those rats into the forest. Meanwhile, he inspects the cage. All of you decide to ambush him. With a quick grease spell and some fancy footwork, you trap him in the cage. Yaza strikes a deal with you after a bit of a tense conversation through the bars of the cage. And he forfeits this stone key artifact, this weird stone amulet that he had on like a necklace that allowed him to touch this ancient magical cage artifact without being burned by whatever this strange metal it's made out of. So yeah, he strikes a deal with you. You said you would let him go. He promised to walk, 500 paces into the woods without saying a word and not mention it to his party. He kind of pleads with you that like if they find out, they'll basically kill him. So he would like never let them know that he like submitted to, a bunch of Redtail Coalition and a cleric of the Father Tree or Father Forest. So you agreed, and you let him go after a little bit of deliberation. And he walked away, and you kept the key. That was the deal. He threw the stone key, and Igrim picked it up. Tomo, when he was released just before the rats came, just flew away, and you thought he had left. But after you sent Yaza on his way, Tomo returned with a key, a big silvered key that he dropped for you on the ground, and then he led you to a nearby chest. And like a small little kind of cavern carved back into some rocks in the forest. And Inside the chest, you found, I think, a short sword +1 and some gems and jewels and art objects and some other treasures. And I think that's where we ended. It was evening time. It was like night had just fallen. And you're still right here in the clearing. You found this chest like maybe 100 feet east into the forest. So, what else? Let's see.
So we have Gilbert with us as well.
So Gilbert Longhop is with you. Do you clothe him? He's like nude. Does anyone have an extra cloth?
I don't think.
Or anything to give to him?
Nah, he can stay butt ass naked.
No one's got a jacket on.
We're animals. That's the way we're supposed to live.
You're anthropomorphic animals.
We should all get naked.
This is the rabies talking. You're good.
I've got a bottle of black ink. We could just douse him in ink.
You're good, decent animals. We're doing God's work here.
Oh, here, I've got an extra set of common clothes.
Do you really?
Yeah, I have 3.
So, being friends with Gilbert from the past, knowing him since your childhood, you give him the common clothes. I was just reminded of that part over the garden wall when the school teacher's like, we're doing God's work, teaching little animals how to read and write and do arithmetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite, I love the conceit of that episode.
Me too. So good.
It's just a man in a suit.
In a gorilla suit. It's her lover. All right.
I know
So
all the words.
That has the best music in it as well. Sorry.
Thornwood is definitely inspired by Over the Garden Wall. If no
Hell
one
yeah.
caught that.
I love your eyes.
You have beautiful eyes.
Yeah.
So that is where we left off. As you looted the treasure, night is falling now in the forest around you. It is a chilly fall night. Like, you know, it's cool during the day, but now it's getting a little crispy at night. And the leaves rustle as, you know, they die and fall to the forest floor. And you know that the rats are still nearby. You heard them yelling, not but 10 minutes ago before you let Yaza go, heading
Do we still have our beetles?
west into the forest. Did you have your 4 dung beetle mounts? And you know, you can mount 2 people on one. They're pretty big, like pack animals essentially.
And Daisy's still with us as well, right?
Yeah, so you have Gilbert Longhop and Daisy with you.
So, and we can fit 2 people per beetle?
Yep.
Okay. Fellow companions, I believe we should make for the Abbey with the blue toad we've acquired and talk to the abbot about how we should proceed.
Absolutely. We should also let them know that there are rats in the Thornwood because that's probably definitely not good at all.
My main question is, do you believe that the Red Tail Coalition and the rats are working together?
These are things that the wisdom of the Abbey and the safety of its walls will make much easier to discuss. We are but 200 feet from where we met our aggressors.
This is true.
Spitz, do you have anything to say about that coalition comment?
Well, I don't know what to believe about the Coalition. You know, deep down in my heart, I want to believe that they have nothing to do with it, but given their recent track record, it's not out of the question.
Due to how they pursued Daisy, I presume they would have pursued Gilbert the same. As Igram kind of looks between both of them, the fact that Gilbert was pursued only by rats up to this point does not bode well for your idea, Spitz. I apologize.
Well, also, Spitz, don't forget that you know that Captain Erditch was the one that had been commanding those soldiers at Riverford to try and get like this roadblock to find Daisy.
Mm.
And you also know that he has a history of corruption.
Mm.
The others may not know that.
I have mentioned Erditch's corruption to the group, yes.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they're working together.
Again, friends, I believe that we should immediately make haste to safety.
Now, it is nighttime. You're going to travel at night?
The road will not be safe for us either. I don't know if any travel we have will be safe.
Can we look for a campsite?
Gilbert's like, yes, I did escape. Ran into the forest. The coalition that attacked me know that I'm gone. They'll be looking for me too. just like Daisy. Ooh.
We're gonna need to find somewhere safe to hide.
Or we can just keep going.
That is an option as well, yes. We can
think if
rest
they're
when we
looking
get
for
to the
us-
Abbey.
Exactly. I think if they're looking for us, it'd be safer to get to the Abbey first.
And we all kind of know where we are.
Yeah.
Alright.
So the plan is
We are in familiar territory. I believe we can make the journey easily enough.
So you're going to ride off into the night.
Yeah, Beetle. Yeah.
All right. So as you ride to the Abbey, let's talk about your goals and traits really quick. So your belief, you don't have to change right now. Your goal, you do. Your trait, you are not allowed to change right now, but we'll get around to a trait vote eventually. So let's go around the circle. Slip, what's your belief?
The Red Tail Coalition does good deeds, but is misguided in their blind trust of the Great Owl.
Excellent. And your trait is you are an introvert.
Level 1, baby.
Excellent. So, Igram, your belief.
My belief is magic isn't evil. I will prove its worth.
All
And
right.
my trait is inquisitive.
Excellent. You are an inquisitive little mouse. Nix.
All right, my belief is that the Red Tail Council is hiding a secret, and I want to uncover it. And my trait is bold, level 1.
And, sorry, Spitz.
My belief is that the Red Tail Coalition is very important to me and that I wish to uphold their good name even if I am no longer a ranger. And my trait is Rabid level 1.
Ooh, he rabid. Yeah, so you get to write a new goal at this point. Excuse the cat talking in the background.
Mogwai.
She cry.
She got a lot to say.
Baby cat cry. She's getting snuggled, so she's giving love cries.
Ah, yes, love cries.
So, your goal, it should have a few things in it. It's going to be a goal for this session. It's a statement about your character, an action, and a target. Really good goals include a condition on top. A good goal is not immediate or simple, nor a far-off wish. You write a goal for your character. It's an action or deed you wish to accomplish this session. Must be something appropriate to your missions as a guard mouse or your duties, your current quest. And a goal must be something you can reasonably accomplish. You might not get there, but it's got to be possible if you try. So, again, a goal should include one of the following imperatives. I will not, I must not. And then an action word, like find, stop, deliver. I must not deliver. I must return. I will not protect. I must demonstrate. And then, of course, the object of your goal. So think about the current situation that you're in, all the kind of loose ends that we have so far. The current thing is kind of this Red Tail Coalition that's attacked the caravan. And the rats that are now in the forest. This strange cage that the rats seem to have some knowledge or control over. This strange, probably human artifact is what you would guess. Eddie, thank you for the follow. Welcome.
Welcome.
Good to have you, friend. Fran. We're writing goals, so we're taking a nice chill moment. We're just enjoying the piano. Everybody.
Just lull you to sleep.
That's right. Let me know when everybody has them. Looks like Slipper, you got yours?
Yep.
Excellent. So let's start with you, Slip. What's your so your belief again was the Redtail Coalition does good deeds, but it's misguided in their blind trust of the Great Owl.
Correct. Capital G, capital O. I should fix.
Yes, because they do in fact worship a great owl. So what's your goal?
I will shepherd the party to the safety of the Abbey walls.
You could add a really good condition, like protecting them from the coalition along the way, or I will ensure the coalition doesn't capture or harm my party as I escort them to the Abbey walls, something like that. But if you still aren't sure it's the coalition, you don't have to put that. It could be from rats as well.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to. It's just... I was trying to tie it back to your belief more than anything. You don't have to add anything. It's perfect as is. Let's see. Who else? Nix, what's your belief? Your belief is the Redtail Coalition Council is hiding a secret, and I wanted to uncover it. What is your goal that you've chosen for this session?
My goal is I will learn the reason of the rats being in our region, even if I must step on some toes to do so.
Ooh.
I feel like I'm listening to a hacker, like, try to get into, like, the FBI mainframe or something. Like...
Yep. Spitz.
All right. Hold on. I'm not quite done.
Okay. Maybe use your push to talk, because we're hearing your keyboard real good.
Oh, fuck.
It's okay.
That was mine as well.
Oh, was it you? I'm sorry, I don't know who
Yep.
it is. I'm blaming the wrong person, probably. I didn't.
But it was really Charlie all along.
No. I'm using an Apple keyboard. It's got butterfly keys. Please.
I think we just like are probably gonna
Alright.
lose a bunch of listeners over that.
I'll chop it out later. They don't have to know how much. They don't have to know how much of a fucking snob I am.
All right. So my belief is that the Redtail Coalition is very important to me, and that I wish to uphold their good name, even if I am no longer a ranger. And my current goal is to press further into the Coalition's corruption without bringing attention to the possible criminal activities of our party.
Whoa.
Yeah, nailed it.
Damn, dude.
I will press further into the coalition's corruption without bringing attention to the possible criminal activities of our party. What possible criminal activities are there?
Did you not remember me robbing those poor coalition soldiers? Like,
Yeah, we kind of roughed
Few
them up
sessions
really
ago.
bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
you
did
left,
assault a couple officers
the ones
and leave
you-
them tied up in the woods.
the ones you left to die in the forest, you mean?
Yeah.
oh yeah. I mean, that, you know, that's got to be like some minor infractions, you know?
All right. And Igram, your belief was magic is an evil, and I will prove its
Oh.
worth. What is your goal?
I must research the stone key that Yaza unwillingly gave me. Their knowledge of magic could be useful.
Excellent. So those are our goals for the session. Take a minute, internalize, breathe your beliefs in, exhale your character out. And with that, yeah, you travel into the night on your beetles.
Yeah.
Yeah, beetle, yeah! And let me see how much travel that is.
The Abbey is, way the fuck up there, right?
Yeah, it's
Cool, baby.
it's a good trip.
And that's getting up close towards the northern wall, the top wall, which isn't that where the rats are too? Is like beyond that wall?
It is, correct, the top wall.
Ooh, baby. Foreshadowing.
So, you travel through the night. How far do you travel before you want to break for camp?
As far as we can.
Yeah, I was
As far
about to
as we can,
say.
yeah.
Well,
I think it's a good idea if we get as far as possible before camping, because we want to get as far away from the scene of the crime as we can.
well, you've already traveled all day to get here, and then fought a battle. I think to travel more than an hour, you're gonna probably have to start taking saving throws to avoid exhaustion.
Saving throws on what stat?
Constitution usually.
Maybe we could have somebody herd all the beetles one at a time in shifts while everyone else sleeps on the back of that beetle. It might not be a proper rest, but it'll be better than dying of exhaustion.
I mean, level 1 exhaustion won't kill you. And also, you're making saving throws. You could at least go until the first one happens and see how well you do. If you all do really badly, then you can,
All right. So what is it like? Do we get like a number per hour? And what's the total hourage of our journey?
7 days.
God,
Fuck.
damn.
Sorry, I said that earlier. Maybe you didn't hear me. Yeah, it's 7.
No,
it's,
definitely
it's
missed that.
It's a 7-day trip, and that's actually usually by road. You're gonna be, if you're just making a straight line, not on the road, you're gonna be cutting through a lot of forest. It slows you down a little bit. Maybe 8 days.
Maybe we should take a rest.
Okay. So let's ride an hour away.
Yeah, let's ride until we're ready to pass out and then pass out.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're looking for good camps on the way.
Who
I think nose goes.
who's looking for camp camouflage?
Spitz, I say Spitz.
Oh, here we go again. I clasp my little paws together and I start searching the horizon.
Who has the highest survival? Let's do it that way.
You know, this is out of character, but Spitz considers himself a very, very good guide for having 9 wisdom.
Doesn't sound, it doesn't sound like you have the highest survival, Spitz.
I have a 1 survival.
I've got a 3.
My survival is also 1.
It's starting to look like me then, baby.
Make a survival check next to try and search for a suitable camouflageable campsite.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
baby. 19.
So as you recall, the way I like to do this is in this world, there are places like ancient campsites almost, places that just make sense to camp. They almost have like a little magic to them. They're hidden or enshrouded, and kind of like a little magical, or maybe have some little ruins or something interesting, something that draws people to it, to stay there again and again. What kind of campsite do you find? It could be a cave, whatever it might be, but you find a very good, completely hidden campsite. What do you find? Describe to us the beautiful, ancient gathering place that you choose for the party to sleep.
Well, it has working plumbing and lights. No, I'm kidding. Well, I say that what I found is a nice cave tucked away. It looks like nobody else has touched it in a long time, so we shouldn't have to worry about anybody creeping up on us. A nice cave just tucked away on our journey there.
What about
With
this?
nice
What about this?
foliage?
What about this cool little kind of lush cave, is left over that reminds you of people, ancient or otherwise, that have stayed here in the past?
Yes, that's what I said. Yes.
What about it? I'm asking you, is left behind that reminds you of peoples who have stayed here before? Are there cave paintings? Are there old...
You've got like old bedrolls laying around, cave paintings up. You can see like wood rotting and decaying from fires that were lit.
Cool, like a little fire pit in the center.
Yeah,
like soot up on the ceiling where people traditionally put a fire, like right on the edge of it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nice. So you guys like walk into this like little amphitheater like cave, kind of enshrouded down in like a little, you're kind of out in the open now too, and like in between the Southwood and the Northwood, right about here. As you travel kind of past Mandor and like this open kind of craggy flat area. So there's like a lot of rocks, and you kind of find this in between some rock formations that like rise up on the horizon. And it's like this cool hidden little place, and you make camp for the night. So the other things you can do for camping are, hold on, I forgot to add the new camping thing to my little bar. There we go. So we already did camouflage. You can click the job you want to choose there in chat.
I'll take first watch.
Okay, go ahead and you can click it in chat. The choose button. See it?
Unrecognized command.
Ah!
Yeah, I clicked second watch and it wouldn't let me either.
I just imported all this in from another game, so it might not be set up right then. Never mind. It's all right.
Short rest 8
should we
hours.
should we
Long
just-
rest 72 hours.
That's also
Should we-
not right.
Should we just type in a chat what
Not-
we want?
Yeah,
then?
sure, that's fine. So you already camouflaged though, Nick. So you really, I mean, you're spending your time, trying to hide the entrance and things like that.
Oh, okay. Dope. Never mind.
Of which
I
you
thought-
do a great job because you rolled a 19.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind then.
Anyone gonna cook?
We've
Abram will
had
attempt
we've
to.
had good cook rolls the whole game, so
Yeah, was that you that's been cooking, right?
yeah.
It makes sense that
Or
the fryer has been cooking.
are you gonna cook, Slip?
Nah. Those bats beat me up really bad, and I haven't recovered fully.
Don't worry, everyone.
You'll still-
I can cook our delicious meals.
I would rather die.
Abram is gonna cook.
Okay. You can make an intelligence check to cook if you don't have proficiency with cooks utensils rather. And you also need to expend 4 rations, or the party needs to expend 4 rations to do, because the only thing you can cook is quote unquote camp meal. You don't have any recipes, or you have maybe some ingredients, but no recipes. to spend
We got a recipe for mutton.
Oh, nice.
Yes, and I might have everything. No, I don't have everything.
We have to kill a sheep.
No,
Good fucking luck.
all the meat is
Yeah, right.
all the meat is insects in this game. What's the insect equivalent to a sheep?
Ladybug.
Katie did.
I think ladybug's right.
Did you just say Katie did? You mean cicada?
They're different creatures.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, okay,
They
alright.
are.
I didn't know that.
Listen.
All right. So let's see these rolls. Whoever's cooking. All right. 16. Not high enough to make a camp meal, unfortunately. You try as best you can to just throw all these different dried kind of travel ingredients together in a pot, and it almost comes out good, but then there's kind of a weird aftertaste. It's not really finishable, and you all end up throwing the last few bites out.
I think it's fine.
But you eat nonetheless. And who's expending rations?
I will share.
I expended 2.
Okay. You're going to do 2 spits?
I will do 2 as well.
All right. And so the watch. So yeah, the fire starts, crackling after you cook. Everyone's bedded down around camp. Shall we maybe do an interlude game? A little. Here, let me give everybody a card.
What the fuck is that?
Oh,
You get little cards. That's
Mine is-
really cute.
get it.
All right, everybody roll a d20.
Don't you literally just do /roll and then D?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, /R2 also works.
/R2?
Space. No, /R also as well. /roll or /R.
Okay, I literally just clicked
No,
rolling.
not
two.
2, d20. /R,
Oh.
R space d20. I was saying 2 as in also as well.
I was like, that doesn't sound right, surely. Damn, I got a 7.
So, Spitz, you want to go first or last?
I will go last.
All right, that means Nyx. Go ahead and click your little card. Click the card, and then you can actually draw it out to the field. Like just drag and drop it onto the map.
So I just click draw 1 card.
No.
Right.
See the card on your name at the bottom left? You have 1 card on your name.
Oh, that. Okay.
Actually, hold on 1 sec. Let's go to a blank. No, that one's not blank.
Damn.
That one is. All right, go ahead and draw it out to the field.
Do I just drag and drop it?
Mm-hmm.
What does that say? I can't read that fucking thing from here. Oh my god.
You
Okay.
drew the hearts card, which is the card for love. So as you were all camping, you end up chatting. Maybe to one character to another more than the rest. Maybe you're talking to everyone. Maybe you're talking to one person in particular. But pick another character that you're telling a story to, or a few characters, and you tell a story about love. It doesn't have to be a personal story that happened to you. It could be a person back home, or it could be about love as a philosophical concept, or as a parable, or perhaps something more sinister. Regardless, you recount a tale, Nyx does, that he knows.
Can I recount the tale of Romeo and Juliet featuring Leonardo DiCaprio?
You know the movie Orange County? You guys seen that movie?
Yeah.
The English teacher, when he's like, when you think of when you think of William Shakespeare, or when you think of Romeo and Juliet, he's like, who do you think of? Like trying to get them to say William Shakespeare, and like one of the girls in the class is like, Claire Danes, and he's like, yes, Claire Danes. So good. All right. Anyway, so paint us a picture. Like, who are you sitting with? Where are you in the camp? You know, like you're the dungeon master right now.
Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Okay. All right. Picture it in your mind. So, we're sitting in this camp that's dimly lit all the way around except for where the fire is, sitting in the center. And there is me, and then next to me are the sleeping long hop caravan driver boy. I can't remember the name of. Oh my
Gilbert.
god. Gilbert, yes. Gilbert.
More of a older gentleman.
Yes, the Gilbert's old boy sleeping on the floor.
Young boy.
And then awake you have Spitz and Igram, because Slip is off watch, keeping watch, as we sit down for a tale of love.
Igram, were you first watch or second watch?
I'd probably take second.
Oh, your first watch now? No, someone's probably keeping watch while you guys are eating dinner and doing all that.
It's
stuff.
me.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
me.
So anyway, who was awake with you again? Did you say there?
Well, Spitz and Igram,
Okay, so yeah,
because Igram was second watch. I figured that would make the most sense.
sure, yeah, slips out on watch. Excellent. So yeah, what do you say? What do you recount to them as we see you sitting around the fire in this peaceful setting?
Boy, I didn't prep this. I didn't study for this quiz.
It's all right. It doesn't have to be something huge. You know, think about it. Take a second to think about it. But it's a story about love that Nyx would tell. Think about his backstory. Maybe something from that. That's what this game's really good for.
I already have it. Give me a moment to capture this in my mind.
So again, we see Slip like hop out of the campsite to like the edge of the rocks, or like the cave mouth. This like big open cave mouth where the fire's like rolled up on the cliff, and like hop up on some big rock formations that kind of block the mouth of the cave, obscuring it, like looking out over the forest beyond and like the open rocky areas. As you all sit around and Nyx, you tell your story. What is it that Nyx says?
You know, growing up, I didn't know my real family. I grew up with adoptive parents in the Red Tail Coalition, which maybe deep down has something to do with my resentment towards the Red Tail Coalition. However, as I was starting to mature into an adult, I met an older adventurer named Knight, who was a bounty hunter. And some of you may already know who Knight is, as I know Slip already knows this story, but the two of you may not yet. So Knight was who took me under his wing to teach me the ways of being a bounty hunter, and Knight is probably the only person I ever truly cared for. I would even come close to say the only person who I truly loved. And Knight taught me the ways of the world, how to interact with the animals of the forest, how to be a bounty hunter, who shaped me into the man I am today. And if it wasn't for Knights, I may not have been able to meet any of you. Maybe not have even got to come on this adventure with you. And so that, I say, tonight, I pledge this whole journey to, and I would do anything to honor his name.
What do you say in response to the others? You two others who are listening, rather.
Did he die?
Did he die?
Yes, he met his demise.
Who did it?
And unfortunately, that story I do not know. I think it may have been the coalition, but due to some of the listeners, that is a story that we'll have to look into at a different time.
I want to
What's
place.
It is
Go ahead.
something I plan to uncover.
I want to place a hand on Nix's shoulder, and I want to say, "I'm sure Knight would be very proud of how far you've come."
And
Is
as
there any? Go ahead.
a single tear rolls down my face, and I go, "That means a lot coming from you, Ranger."
What is it that most, or what symbol best resembles your memory of him?
Like what story I could tell? Or
Well,
what is it?
No, like symbol. Like if something small that somebody would create to try and be nice. I don't know who. Agram kind of like twiddled his fingers. You know, something, a knickknack of sorts. Do you remember
Weirdly-
him for his swordsmanship or his stealth?
Weirdly enough, the thing that makes me think of him the most isn't even you would imagine it would be a weapon or it'd be a battle or maybe a certain position with an enemy, but the thing that makes me think back of him the most is campfires from all the nights that we had to sit by a campfire together after a long day of training. Anytime I'm by a campfire, that's all I can think about. That's probably why this story even came up.
Weird. Thank you for sharing.
Excellent. So, who was next? It was a tie between Ikram and Slippy. So, who wants to go first?
I'll do it.
Slippy.
I'm not stoked on this. This is a tricky game you slipped onto us.
I know.
I know, I didn't prepare for this at all.
Make her big.
You also drew hearts.
Ugh.
You want a different card since someone already did hearts?
Yeah.
Here.
You fucker, come on.
I mean, mine was gonna be really bad. I was gonna talk about how like you can't trust your family.
Oh, well, this one's perfect then. 'Cause
Clubs.
Clubs.
Tragedy or violence. The character tells a sad or violent tale. This might be a great place to drop hints of a past secret life. So again, you're the dungeon master for this little story. So paint us a picture first, like a little picture of kind of where you are in the camp, what time of, like when, this can be any time of night. We're jumping kind of forward and backward in time over the 8 hours that you guys are camping in this cave, so.
Okay, yeah. So I'm imagining that we're just like sort of just coming in to settle down in camp, and we're unpacking the beetles, you know, taking all of our stuff up and like making a little fire and doing all the things that you need to do to start a camp. And Gilbert walks up to me and he's like trying to tell me about news about my family. And Slip is just like avoiding it really hard, you know. He doesn't want to talk to Gilbert about that at all. Anytime he brings it up, he goes like, "Yeah, well, we have other things to worry about right now," or you know, just tries to change the subject into something like, you know, like how's your kid Gilbert and stuff like that.
Sure.
And while this is going on, I would imagine that one of the three of the party over here and perhaps like get a little curious.
So who is it that steps up? I'm going to let them choose. Which one of you would step up and ask Slippy? Like prod a little more.
To be fair, I am inquisitive, so if anybody's saying anything, I would always ask questions.
So Slip, you almost jump 5 feet in the air when you notice that Igram is actually standing right on the other side of you, and he's been there the whole time. And Igram, what do you say? You're just like, tell me more?
So please start from the beginning, and don't leave anything out.
God damn.
Igram, we have become very close over this time, but this story is very personal to me. I've spent much time meditating to avoid thinking about this, but it seems the point in my life has converged where I can no longer do that. So perhaps we could all gather around so I only have to say it the one time.
Oh, perfect.
Sure. I will wake everybody.
No, everyone's already awake. We are just settling down to camp. We just got off the Beatles.
I feel like Slip is like visibly uncomfortable that he has to tell this story, but he like knows it's good for him to do it.
Yeah, so many of you may not know this, but I was once a member of a very prestigious house of frogs. We were very wealthy, we had noble status, and I lived a fairly simple life of leisure as a child. However, you all know of the plight of the red tails and the great owl. However, I have my own demon governor, I would say, to deal with. Jeremiah, everyone seems to think is very forthcoming and a great leader. However, his political lackeys pull political maneuvering through the Senate, and they took my family's house, and they made us destitute. Even ransacked our house when we refused to leave. And so my family was forced to give me up. They could no longer take care of me where we were out on the street. I will say the one good thing that happened to me is that Gilbert agreed to bring me to the Abbey, and, well, here I am with you today. Ta-da!
Rip.
He says that really uncomfortably.
Would you say that puts your belief in Father Forrest stronger or weaker?
It definitely gave me something to turn to. As you can imagine, going through that as a child, it was very difficult to understand what was going on. I would say the rigor and the structure of the church helped to calm my mind.
Rigor and structure. Got it. Thank you. I'm sorry that happened.
I appreciate that, I think, Igram. And then I start going about turn around while everyone's like still gathered around or whatever, and just start go about like keeping unpacking.
All right. Which means it is Igram's turn.
Let's see it. Iggy Ram.
Ooh, hold on, let me...
Is it another club?
Nope, it's a spade. Ah, hold on. There we go. Spades, victory. The character tells a story about a time when they were victorious. As with all categories, the concept of victory can take many forms.
So as Slip gets done with his story, Igram kind of follows him as he clearly doesn't want to talk, but Igram is going to talk anyway. Igram kind of says, well, the reason I asked so many questions about religion is that I want to know where your magic comes from. Well, I am of a guild member. What was the town's name again? I had it written down. That the mice are from the Clockwork Town.
Blue Cliff?
Blue Cliff, that's right. I am from Blue Cliff. I'm actually a tinkerer. I might not look it currently, but when I met a sparrow that had something to trade, I don't know exactly what that is or where it is currently. Igram is clearly lying when he says that. But it was something that I wanted to research. I'm very inquisitive, if you haven't noticed. I wanted to research it, and that is where I discovered that I might have the ability to cast spells of sorts. And I only traded a few of the family heirlooms to get the book, so it was definitely worth it. But I I would like to research it more, and that's why I want to study how you cast magic, because that is awesome, and that's a different way of casting than when I cast. And Ingram just keeps rambling and rambling and rambling, and gets to the point where that is probably why I consider that like the biggest victory ever of succeeding in capturing that spell book, because that has opened this world up to me, and something that is not normal or is not the excessive tinkering of what Blue Cliff was. It is just constant expanding and learning, and I absolutely love it. I am so happy that I am with you guys. I'm so happy that I can study magic. This is just, it's awesome.
And Slip is gonna stop untying the saddle from the beetle really quickly and turn around and look at him and go, I think you'll find at the Abbey I would have something that you might be very interested in.
What? Like, what would you have that? Ooh, I like that. Okay. I can deal with that.
I'll leave
What
it a
is it?
surprise for now. However, I think hearing this story now, you'll be very interested in it. And then he chuckles to himself and he turns back around and keeps doing the saddle.
Awesome. Spitz, draw your card.
I've received another heart. Should we just say fuck it and let me do diamonds?
You got a heart?
I got a heart.
Now I want to hear Spitz's story of love.
Love.
Damn, none of us got a choice except for one person.
We-
This is rigged.
Will you draw it out on the field? Thanks. Tell us your story of woe, Spitz.
I'm gonna tell y'all a story about love.
Okay, wait. First, you're the dungeon master. Paint us a picture.
Alright, so Spitz is laying in his bedroll, staring up at the night sky, and he sort of just announces to the party that are gathered around, like during the camp meal being cooked, I would assume. That's probably when they would all be around, and he would say, "Did I ever tell y'all the story about what happened after I got sick? Immediately after?"
Does anyone
You did
say?
not.
Okay.
No, please tell us, please. I am incredibly intrigued.
Well, let me tell you. It was a day. I was at the tree doing some standard young coalitionist training when a squadron arrived back from some patrol they were on. Some patrol that they didn't want to tell us too much information about, very dangerous thing. And they said that someone had come back with the foam. And I remember hearing stories about the foam, how it was the worst thing that could happen to a creature. And I never thought something that bad would be able to happen to me. But it ended up happening somehow. It must have been some contaminated equipment that was used by the squad member that came back, but I got it, and I got it bad, and the Rangers didn't think I was gonna make it. My family had a casket carved out for me, and
Oh, man.
they were preparing to say goodbye, and I was preparing to say goodbye to them as well. And I remember being in the treatment ward, with that ranger who had gotten sick. I remember hearing him choke on the foam pooling in his mouth. And I remember seeing him being carried out in a bag. But my mother and my father, they stayed by my bedside the whole time. They didn't want to miss the last fleeting moments they had with me. And I think that's what love is. Risking your safety to be with the ones that you love. Anyway, who's taking first watch?
That'd be me.
Does anyone say anything to his
Damn.
story?
I think a room full of gentlemen and adventurers, we just nod and go about our day. Because that's what you do when you're bros.
Obviously, you have the disease under control currently. At what point did your family leave?
God damn it.
Eventually, after what was predicted to be the incubation time elapsed, and I remained unharmed for the most part, they had observed that I was immune to an extent.
Interesting.
Yo, I fucking love this. That's awesome.
That is definitely the best one so far, I've got to say.
And now you control your foam, and that's why you're a fucking barbarian. All right. Thank you, everyone. I know that's a tough game, but it is awesome, and you all did a great job. So with that, you finish camping. Your watches go by uneventfully, and the next day dawns. However, dark clouds are rolling in from the north. It is fall, so the rain is cold this time of year. Not fun for traveling, but it's not here yet. You think you may have half the day to travel before the rain kicks in, but it's already gusty, blowing through the kind of yellow and red autumn trees that, are just everywhere. You're kind of entering into the Northwood as you see these dark clouds like rolling in, or as you pack up your camp, just by the entrance of the Northwood. So yeah, you pack up your camp and you begin traveling for the day. And let's roll to see what happens. Oops. One second. All right. So, actually, maybe this is a good time to take a quick break while I set some things up for the next
Down for that.
portion of the game. So yeah, let's take a 5-minute break. We'll be right back. Everybody who's tuning in, thanks so much for being here. We'll be right back for the second half of session 5 of Thornwood D&D. See you soon.
Yeehaw!
Also, I just realized that you rolled a natural 20 on that D20 for story time, and I'm like, where's that fucking natural D20 when we're in combat?
Hell yeah.
All right, we'll be right back, everyone. Hello and welcome back. Thanks for waiting, everyone who's tuned in. This is Thornwood D&D, a D&D stream inspired by Redwall and other properties. We also use a lot of the cool mechanics from Mouse Guard, even though we are still playing D&D 5e. I'm your Dungeon Master, Charlie Chopshop, and I'm back with the crew. So when we left off, you all had been running away from this confrontation you had with rats who should not be in your forest, and you're on the way to the Abbey. Yeah, so you travel as the storm kind of is rolling in, and as you hit the edge of the Northwood here and enter in kind of, to the thick trees there, the kind of shaded dark forest, you walk for maybe an hour or so, and then you start feeling the big kind of raindrops coming down. And as you look up from your beetles to see the raindrops coming down from the massive leaves of these gigantic trees that just tower over you, you notice these nets, like stretched between branches over your heads. And you recognize immediately that means there is a farm here, an acorn farm, where squirrels live and farm acorns. And you've probably even heard of it. What's the name of the squirrel? I'm pretty much let you guys make all the lore so far. So, what's the name of the squirrel farm? The family? The acorn
Nut
farm?
lovers.
No, that's too tongue-in-cheek.
Like,
it's a family name.
Listen, you said it's our choice, and I vote Nut Lovers.
how about the pralines?
The pralines? I don't know. I still think that's. I mean, most of the squirrels have like, kind of, knightly names, like noble type names. Maybe.
And you said they're acorns?
Yeah, it's an acorn farm.
So it should be something with oak in it. Oak field, oak.
Ooh, I kind of like Oakfield. Is anyone against
Oakfield.
Is anyone against Oakfield Farms?
Oakfield works. I'm a fan of Oakfield.
Works for me.
Yay.
So yeah, you may or may not have been here before. It's kind of far out in the boonies of the Northwood. It's a bit away from the road. It's usually pretty unsafe to travel on the road. This area is probably a little more safe because it's somewhat civilized. There are quite a few people that live and work the farm, squirrels, or 4 or 5 usually to a farm. It's a family, and so yeah, you see these nets overhead. You don't see like the dwellings yet, but you're sure you'll start seeing them in the trees above you soon. And as the rain grows heavier and you can kind of hear thunder off in the distance, it gets much darker in the forest. Not much sun to cut through, and yeah, eventually you start seeing like these round kind of huts up in the trees, and you see like a large main one with kind of a few smaller huts branching off of it, in the trunk of like a large tree overhead. And you're sure that you assume that's probably the main farmhouse.
Do I see any coalition symbolism, or is it just squirrel?
Well, you said we know them, right? Or I would at least know of them.
Yeah, you've definitely heard of their farm. Like their produce goes to the Abbey, it goes to the Elder Tree, probably goes to Riverford.
Would you say that I've had any dealings with them and with my connection to the Abbey?
We can make a roll for it.
Okay, what should I roll?
You tell me. Probably one of your charisma skills, like it could even be like history. I think it just depends on how you justify it.
I think history is good. Just like local history, just like how long I've lived in the area and had dealings.
Yeah, that's one thing D&D doesn't have that I wish it had. It's like a connections, contacts skill. A 9. So you've heard of them but never interacted with them.
Okay.
The most you know is you've eaten one of their acorns before.
Do we see any other buildings, like farm buildings, around anywhere besides the main farmhouse?
No, yeah, there's definitely a few other like huts and stuff around. But there's just like one bigger central one that's in a trunk of a tree rather than kind of in the branches, and it has like a few other small pod type huts kind of branching off of it.
Okay, but like no like ground structures. They like are all tree dwellers.
Yeah, but everything has like a net under it, and you know probably just from living here and being squirrels and such. You may not know, Slippy, but the squirrels definitely know it's how they they farm. They just catch the nuts in the net as they fall.
Are we staying here or are we continue moving?
It's about midday, but it is raining.
It is raining, so it'll be hard to travel, but I'm apprehensive to approach strangers. We are wanted criminals, I believe.
This is true.
Yes, it is.
I will not approach them and talk to them. I do not know them, but what we do, I will leave in your hands. And I look at Igram.
My hands. What is that? That thing you had back at the Abbey. Let's get there.
All right. Shall we push on, friend?
Do we need to gather any more supplies? How hard is it raining?
How hard is it?
It's starting to storm pretty good. Like you're hearing thunder nearby, and like it's raining pretty hard.
It would probably be unwise to travel at this time unless we want to get like double pneumonia or something.
Double pneumonia.
Double pneumonia, both of your lungs.
You have proved your worth as a guide, leading us back to the cage. I will follow your lead, and Slip will follow mine.
There it is. So who's talking to him? Would one of the squirrels perhaps like to approach them? Oh yes. Also tell them that they must shelter 6 people and 4 beetles.
Oh, yes. We can sleep under some trees. It'll be fine.
Okay.
I'll-
So we're gonna what? Are we gonna approach them, or are we gonna go try to find a little spot to try to hunker down from the rain?
Maybe one of us approaches them.
So we're about to approach them. Sorry. I spent
Okay.
a lot of time camouflaging that camp, and I missed half this conversation, half asleep. So we're approaching them just so we're all on the same page to try to talk to them about hunkering down in the rain to see if they can shelter us and their acorn farm, right?
At least until the storm passes, yes.
Go for it.
All right, so
Oh, baby.
you're gonna start climbing the trees.
I'm not. I'm staying on the ground with the beetles.
Okay.
I can climb the trees.
I was about to say one of us is gonna have to do it.
I think it should be either Nyx and myself or just Nyx, because I'm not exactly what you would call a people person.
I say the both of us because that way, we don't know what we're walking into. You may be helpful. I may be helpful. Who knows? So I say the both of us.
That sounds fine to me.
All right. Well, then we're gonna climb up the trees to go talk to the acorn farmers.
So the 2 squirrels, Spitz and Nyx, you both have a climbing speed of 30. You quite easily scale the trees. They are massive, and these huts and the trees are very high up. But you start scaling up the bark of these, thick, kind of rugged oaks, and that, only takes you about a minute, and then you kind of get up to like a deck. You climb through, some of the networks of netting and things like that just stretch from this tree all out through the forest, like out of sight beyond. You kind of get above the canopy of net and come up onto this deck. And the deck like winds around, the branches and leads to the front door of the biggest hut, this big kind of like arched door. And it's actually a quite big, like round dwelling. It seems pretty nice, kind of built out of wood and maybe like halfway built into the tree. And as you approach the front door, you can see that it is open, not just cracked, but it's open like a foot or two. Like a big crack in the door.
That's weird.
I say we walk in.
Should we announce ourselves, or should we just...
Maybe we'll do that little tappity tap thing on the window, like that you do at your friend's house when you want their mom to know that it's you coming in and it's not some stranger. Maybe the knock pattern. You know what I'm talking about.
My manners tell me that would be a good thing to do, but my gut instinct tells me that maybe something fishy's going on. Maybe it's dangerous. Maybe we shouldn't give ourselves away quite yet.
All right, so we go on weapons ready then, right?
Yes, and I think maybe we should let the group know what's going on.
No. We don't want to draw attention up here. I think we can handle it.
All right, that sounds fine. Let's go.
So you both draw your weapons and just push the door open?
Well, Charlie, we want to stealthily walk into the door, right? We don't want to just barge in there, weapons drawn, okay? I want to go in there with a short sword backwards in my hand, slowly opening the door with Spitz behind me with his gigantic club, all right?
I don't have my gigantic camera out. I'm hand axing right now.
Then hand axing. The hand axe is out, all right? I don't want it to look suspicious, all right? Or at least I want it to look suspicious. I don't want it to sound suspicious. Okay, you know what I'm saying.
So
But you're concealing your weapons, though.
Yeah, exactly. We're going in, but we don't want them to really know we've got the weapons. We just have them there just in case we need them readily.
I get
available.
it. I get it.
You get what I'm saying. You get it. Like some Splinter Cell shit. All right.
So you push the door open, It swings open. And there's no one in the room. Although the torches and lanterns are all lit, but it seems like the place has been turned over. There's just like shit strewn everywhere, dishes, like the good china's pulled out of the cabinet. The cabinet's thrown down and bashed in, and the china smashed on the floor. The table is flipped. There's just broken jars of like produce and pickled goods from like their cellar door, or like the pantry door is just like ripped open, and flour is just like tracked all through the house. Drawers are ripped out of like the kitchen island and counter and just turned over. All the utensils across the floor. It looks like someone searched the place.
Question.
I just look at it. You go ahead.
There's flour strewn about. Are there footprints in the flour?
Fucking genius. Oh my god.
Make a perception check to dust for footprints.
Can I help with that perception check?
Are you proficient?
Yeah, I'm sure. Let me pull my thing up. Oh yeah, baby. I'm in there.
All right. So yes, you aid. So you both start looking. So you roll with advantage. Spits a 13.
Baby.
No visible footprints that you see. It seems like the flower's only there because it was tipped, and it's like not in like a main thoroughfare, really. But as you like kind of take a crouch and like look at the flowers, squint your eye. Nick's hand on your shoulder, looking right over your shoulder. You hear from one of the further rooms in the house, just like, ah! Like a woman just screams.
Right before I was
in peril.
Damn it! Because before that happened, I was gonna fucking say like, God damn it! We just came in here with our weapons drawn for nothing.
I think we should investigate that woman in peril.
I think that would be a good idea. I mean, or we could do the sensible thing and walk away.
I pull out my maul and I investigate the woman in peril.
Okay, I'll go behind with the short sword ready. Short sword +1 ready.
Spitz uses Maul to investigate peril.
Like Detective Pikachu.
Hell yeah.
Real detective work here, baby.
So
Thank you for tuning into our text-based adventure podcast.
So,
all right,
you push through the first door towards like where you think the scream is coming from, and it just opens into like a dark bedroom. Just like a headboard, a wooden carved headboard, oak fixtures, and very simple, just a dresser, and like one little candle inside of a glass like lantern shaped fixture on a shelf, but it's not lit. There's a door on the other side of the room, and you think that's probably where the scream came from.
I want to, like the intro of Shrek 2, bust it down. Some fucking buddy once told me.
He also kicks open the bathroom door at the start of Shrek 1 like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, with that, we'll cut back down to the bottom of this massive oak tree
As we're causing a ruckus.
that towers hundreds of feet above you. Like, it's literally a giant-sized tree. We see Slippy and Igram with the beetles. They're giant dung beetle mounts, kind of blackish blue, like iridescent almost when you look at it in the light, like changes color. The shell of the beetles. They're big. They're like maybe 6-7 feet tall. You have to like climb up on them, but they're like low at the head, which is kind of like where the saddle sits, at like the joint of their thorax and their head.
Is there like space underneath of them?
Yeah, and they like when they rest though, they like set their like big fat thoraxes down on the ground.
Okay.
That thick thorax.
So you all are standing around, chatting or waiting kind of anxiously, and you hear the ah! What do you do? What happens? What do you say?
Well, I'm not too alarmed by it yet. Slip's kind of under the impression that they just maybe surprised them in the storm, So I don't think Slip really reacts that much.
You say anything to Igram?
Kind of looks at him, And he's like, perhaps they've stumbled in on something they shouldn't have.
We did send Spitz up there.
I don't think there's too much need for alarm as of yet.
Exactly how quickly are we to get to their aid if it's in need of alarm?
That difficult question. They are pretty high up.
Hopefully they decide to come to us then.
We'll at least wait for a signal or something.
I think they would do that, would they not?
We'll see. And then star wipe back to the inside.
Well, before the star wipe, you hear Igrim go, and for more pressing matters, that thing in the Abbey, was it magical? Then the star wipe.
So as you all walk into this darkened bedroom, you see the door across the room from you, as I said, where you think you heard the scream coming from. You begin to cross the room, and you hear just like the drag of a fucking wooden chair, just like, and then like the clatter of it to the floor, the crash of more glass, and that woman's voice being like, no, like no, like screaming like that. And then you hear like a man's voice as well, and it's kind of speaking in a strange accent.
Wait, can that strange accent be interpreted for a rat?
I was about to ask the same question.
Or a
Should-
weasel, maybe?
Should we roll a check for that?
Sure, I'd say probably investigation to discern an accent.
I think it's a weasel.
Oh yeah, Nix.
Oh, baby.
Definitely.
Oh, that's not investigation.
It's fine. I crushed it anyway.
Yeah. You hear the voice.
Thank God that was an investigation. You rolled a 1.
You hear the
I rolled a 2 minus 1.
You hear the gruff voice be like, "Shut your mouth, stupid bitch. Listened well. I cut throat. Now tell me what a key is." And then you hear like another crash.
So is that a yes that it's a rat or a no or?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. I mean, I assumed Russian was rat. I mean, I don't know, but okay. Well, shit. I don't know if you'll allow me this since I rolled investigation for the voice, but can I tell if it's multiple people, like, and multiple rats, Versaries in the room that are pushing this woman around, or if it's just one?
If there are other rats, they're not being nearly as loud as this one, so I'd say make a perception check to try and listen through the door. If that's what you're gonna like, lean up against the door and listen, kind of thing.
Oh yeah, baby, I can't hear anything.
So yeah, you lean up against the door and you just hear like the clattering and banging of furniture and the imperiled screams of a female voice.
I just whispered to Spitz and I'm like, I don't think it's a good idea to call for help. I think they'll hear us. I think we should just go for it.
I think we go for it as well.
Should we bash the door and go in sneaky?
Well, it sounds like they're distracted, so going in sneaky would probably be a viable option.
All right, let's sneak in the door.
All right, let's be sneaky.
So
And they both crouch, Skyrim style.
Yeah.
You can see the eye indicator ready to go off at any moment.
make a stealth check, please.
Please.
Oh,
please.
damn, there it is. There's that 20.
Excellent.
Thank fucking God.
Nix, you rolled a 9. Spitz rolled
Yeah, and it's my highest fucking skill, and I
Yeah, you
rolled a
A
9.
2 plus 7.
Yeah, Spitz rolled a 20 though. All right. So, you push the door open, and as you like slip into the room, there's like a large kind of chifforobe, like sticking out, or like a what they call a buffet, like a big, where like some plates or something or candlesticks can sit on top of like a long chest of drawers, kind of juts out from a wall nearby, and like Spitz like dips behind it. And just as Nix, you like push the door wide open and slip in behind him, the rat turns around and his like eyes just immediately grow wide. He's like already in the middle of yelling with a jagged cutlass in his hand, and he points it at you and he's like, "You!" And he's like, "Batty, come, intruder!" And he like runs at you with his sword, getting ready to chop down on you.
Oh, baby. I guess this is it. We're dooting it.
And
Let's fucking do it.
from there, we will have a battle.
Oh, hell yeah. With half the party, I'm ready, baby. They wouldn't have made it in time anyway. It's fine.
I don't even know if I can. I literally don't know if my character can make it to where you guys are right now.
Yeah, this is a squirrel-only party, buddy. Sorry.
That's alright, I'm going to include the others in a different way, which we'll see in a moment. But for right now, I'm going to draw you a quick map of the situation.
Hell yeah.
So,
Like inside the room? Lay out the scene for me, Charlie.
Roll20 is still doing that stupid thing
Where you can't see what you're doing.
where I cannot see what I'm drawing, and I hate it.
I can.
You're doing
Yes.
great,
Well,
buddy.
I'm doing it in like little pieces since it like won't show me a live update.
So far, you've drawn Australia.
Oh, hell yeah. You've drawn one of 3 McNugget shapes.
That is the bow tie that's been over-fried.
It's a sperm cell.
By the way, my dice are reorganized.
That was quick.
Holy shit,
On the
buddy.
break-
That's
on-
that Virgo energy.
On the break, everyone
see
at
it.
home, Spitz dropped like 5,000 dice on the floor
Yeah,
of his
it
home.
was tragic.
So this is the trunk of the tree from the top down.
Okay, all right. This is like a cross section of the tree. I see.
Yes, I know it doesn't make a lot of sense, but
Like-
these are
Like, no, I get it. It makes sense. I
big,
get
yeah.
it.
big branches coming off.
It's like GTA for the PS1.
Yeah?
If you're like clipped
Alright.
inside a tree, maybe, yeah.
Okay, if you say so.
Stay on topic,
You know.
kids. Come on.
I try to paint the picture.
Okay.
So this is your tree, and then the little hut is like this.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
That's our little hoot.
We stealthed into a decent sized hut there.
Bigger than the tree.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, this is like a big house, you know what I mean? Like up in this
Yeah.
tree.
Okay, so it's like a tree house.
Yeah.
Treehouse, if you will.
I pictured it like inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it seems like it has like passageways that go into the tree, possibly
Ah.
in places as well. So I'm actually gonna delete this branch underneath right here, so we can more see the contents of the room. And we will put a little line here. So yeah, you all came into the far right circle, the large one there. And this is the one where you just see like things, you know, scattered, like just piles of rubble, and like tipped over furniture and things like that.
And a chair.
And then you come through a little bedroom.
I am the chair.
So there's a door here. A door here. And then you come into this like large room, and this room seems like some sort of, you know, dining room with like a little kitchen area attached. On the far end, there's like a long counter, and then another counter behind it up against the wall with like a range for cooking, like a wood stove and a range.
And we're in the room to the east, right, Charlie? Not the one over to
Well,
the
that's
west.
where you came in, like you climbed up into that one from below. So yeah, and then you went from there into this room, the bedroom, and then you sneaky pushed into this door. And there was, hold on, I'm not done drawing. There's like a buffet up against the northern wall there, lined with like dishes for like, you know, dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And then a big dinner table in the middle of the room right here. And so like Spitz slipped in up here behind this, and Nix, you started to slip in, and the rat right here, standing over the woman here, I'll put some tokens in for you, notices you. So yeah, that's pretty much our map.
Oh, great. So I'm the one that donked it up.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
With that wonderful stealth check with my very high stealth skill.
And so when he calls for his friend, another one pops up from behind the bar, like he was crouched down, like rooting through things.
Wait, so Spitz, you're over by the you're over here, right?
Yeah, that would make sense. I probably took.
So then I would say I made it to like there, right? Not quite to the table, but I'm there. Or here. Which one would you prefer, Charlie?
That's whatever one you like. That's fine. Oh.
I'm gonna like closer to the table, of course.
Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna put in a token for her as well.
Rapidly Googles Blue Eyes White Dragon token.
I did. I feel called out right now. It's uploading. All right, there we have it.
Oh my god,
She's
it's Blue Eyes White Dragon.
absolutely massive. Okay. And so the way this is going to work is the two that aren't with you, Slippy and Igrim, you are going to get to play the enemy, and I want you to try as best as you can to kill Spitz and Nyx, because that's what these,
Oh no!
because that's what these filthy rats want to do.
Do I get to come up with my own rat name?
Yeah, absolutely. You can change the
The
name.
Rat Pack, baby.
Let me make it's.
Do I get a character sheet for it, or?
Yep. Hold on.
Damn,
Yeah.
dude, you come so prepared.
Hell yeah. This is what I like to see.
Rat 1 is you, Collin.
You love to see it.
Clome, starring Clome, is Rat 1. Oops. And
Yaza. I like that name. Yaza.
well, that was the rat captain that you guys just were dealing with before.
Why can't I change his name?
Hold on.
Oh, I got it. Figured.
Oh, it didn't really do the right token for Yaza though.
Unusual.
So copy of Rat 1 is gonna be Igrim.
It's like
you can make up a rat folk name and put it in there. Tell me what your rat folk names are. I want to know.
Oh, Ratsputin.
Mine is Turpin.
Ooh, I like that. Perfect.
and mine's Grilch.
So
Also
Turpin and
perfect.
Grilch.
That's a Grilch right there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Doesn't he just look like a Grilch?
Absolutely.
Your boy Grilch.
I like that he has the double pierced left ear.
Me
Grilch.
fucking too, dude.
Grilch is short for grilled cheese.
I like
Damn it, you've seen right through me.
And what was hold on, let me put the other one in. What was yours named again?
Turpin.
Oh, wrong one. Oh, yeah.
Oh, baby.
He looks like
That's
a Turpin.
badass.
I think Turpin might actually be a stoat.
Oh, fuck.
But stoats are part of the rat kingdom too, oftentimes.
Damn it.
So like I said, their only real desire, these are like marauders. They're literally plundering this place. You can see other dead bodies laying around the room as you come in as well, of seemingly the other farmers that live and work here. And so these rats and stoats want to murder. And go ahead and roll initiative for those as well.
I already rolled initiative of 17. Do I need to roll again or?
Nope. No, the bad guys.
Dope.
I clicked initiative, but it did not happen.
Click on your token and then click initiative because it gave me a prompt saying that I didn't.
Am I the one in the back?
Yeah, you Grilch. All right.
Dope. Ooh, I got seen and I get the first move.
So, the battle begins.
Since he failed his stealth check, do we get anything for that?
No, you just don't get surprised.
Okay.
Damn. I wish.
So Nyx.
Okay. So it's my go, baby. All right. Well, then I'm going to move behind the table and go for like a third-person shooter cover shot with my bow into Turplin.
All
That
right.
sound good?
Yeah.
Sound dope? 25. Holy shit.
Oh my god, you crit him on your first shot. Wonderful. Roll that damage.
Woo-hoo! I don't know why sneak is checked. I need to turn that off.
Crits in chat, please.
Fucking crit, baby.
And
Hell yeah.
you deal 10 damage. Looks like Turpin's health is not set to full right now.
No, neither one of them are. Grilch isn't set to full either. Why do they have so much fucking health? Oh my god.
We're rats. We're rats.
Well, you're pretty new to D&D, Finn, but in D&D, player characters have low HP but deal an insane amount of damage, and NPCs have a lot of HP but don't deal a lot of damage.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's like the balance of the game. That's why PvP doesn't really work, because you just kill each other in like 1 or 2 hits.
He doesn't do the sneak attack damage, though, correct?
You don't get the sneak attack, unfortunately.
No, but I do get the piercing of 10.
Yeah, yes, you deal 10 piercing, and you hurt him a bit.
Hell yeah! So then I get to move behind the table. Does that suffice, Charlie? My
Yeah,
joke in there.
if you like duck down, they're kind of halfway underneath of it. Sure.
Okay, dope. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And then I will end my turn. Damn, we get to go first too. That's badass. All right.
Spits.
All right, so I will leap from behind this buffet table, foam trailing out of my mouth in a rage. I will we'll chat that. I will get up next to good old Turpin, and I'll give him a clonk on his noggin recklessly.
Clonk his noggin. Do it.
God, hit that crit, baby. Hit that crit.
There it is.
Oh my god.
There it is.
What?
Yes.
Critical hit. Wonderful. Can I get crits in chat, please?
Good luck, Grilch.
Oh,
Grilch has a plan.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry for rolling max damage on you, Grilch.
Grill?
I mean, fucking Turpin.
That's 22 damage, bud. Fucking get good, sir. That's it.
Turpin is bloodied, I do believe.
He is.
I do declare.
A squirrel jumps out from behind the table and fucking puts your lights halfway out.
So you jump out and just start, like, bashing in on him with your maul. He's like just trying to defend. You're just like bashing his arms and like wrists and forearm bones and like his chest as he's like, just trying to block his face from your rapid maul swings.
Fucking onslaught of blows.
With the foam just coming out.
Mhm.
Oops.
My turn.
Yes. Grilch.
Uh,
They're beating up on
Grilch?
Turpin. Are you gonna take that shit?
Grilch steps around the table and does a multi-longsword attack on the squirrel woman.
Alright.
Damn, dude.
You can drop the multi-attack in chat too if you just click it.
Damn. God damn.
The 21 is a hit.
11.
So, the 11 is not a hit. The 21 is this. So, click the word longsword, or attack rather, in chat right under right next to 21. There you go. 4 slashing damage. Rolled a crit fail on the damage.
Excuse me?
You rolled a 1 plus the 3 for your.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So, but on the damage, yeah, so it doesn't matter. So you take 4 damage. Remember how I showed you to update it in your bubble there, Nyx, in the green bubble?
Oh, no, I didn't attack Nyx. I attacked the squirrel woman.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's ruthless.
Yeah, dude. I was
I don't
like,
know. I
"God
thought you
damn."
attacked Nyx.
I mean, I guess I am a squirrel woman as well. Whatever, you know. There's no preference.
Okay, so she takes 4 damage. She is bloodied.
I didn't see that coming at all, like whatsoever.
That's always, as soon as you told me I was going to be a rat, that was immediately my plan.
Oh my god. Also, Nyx, do you only have 13 HP at level 2?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a rogue.
I only
I
had.
thought you were a ranger.
Yeah, I'm a
sorry.
rogue.
Yeah.
I only had 11 to begin with. I think I got 2 HP.
I always think you're a ranger.
Nah.
All right.
I'm a dumbass.
So
Turpin.
Gets hit, just picked on from the group. Kind of looks up and just kind of swings his sword wildly twice at Spitz, who's directly in front of him.
You get advantage because I attacked recklessly.
Ooh.
So 22 and 16.
They will
Yeah.
both hit.
Fuck.
9
get
slashing
Fs,
damage.
please?
And so
Holy
18 total damage.
So he only takes half because it's
Goddamn.
slashing because he's enraged. So he takes 9. You take 9 damage. As Turpin just like starts unleashing, longsword attacks on you.
Finish the woman and help me with the squirrel. We can find her cage, or we can find the key after.
All of whatever was just said cut out. All I know is that you did fucking a shitload of damage.
Your turn.
Right?
Nyx.
Just 9.
Yeah,
Just 9?
He only takes
I thought-
half because he's raging.
Oh, dope. Okay, that's a lot better than I thought. All right, well, then I'm going to go for Grilch, that sack of shit. With my fucking short bow, I'm just going to run right the fuck up in his face. And... I mean, my short sword plus 1, and I'm just going to go for it.
Oof.
Damn it.
9.
Grilch,
Yeah, I should have...
Grilch just like knocks your blade away lazily with his long sword and like spits on the ground and like laughs at you.
I should have stayed behind the table. Shit. Well, I'm trying to think of anything that could have helped that, but quite honestly, there's nothing that... Shit, since I missed though, I can't do a reaction, can I?
Reactions are triggered by other people's attacks. on
Other
you.
people attacking me, that's right, yeah. Okay, well, I'm fucked then. I guess I gotta just stand here, because I can't move again, right?
Right. Well, you could, but you'll risk an attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay, well, that's fine. I'm going to attempt to move back towards...
How much movement did you
No.
use to get there now? I mean, if you use your full movement, you can't. So you use 30
it's
feet.
good. Yeah, it's
And
good. I'll
that's if
just
you
do it.
also walked like across the table. I guess it'd be the same if you just walked around that corner. But yeah, so
Yeah,
you,
I'll
you used
just-
your
I'll
full
stay.
movement. You can't do anything else.
Yeah, I'll stay. I'll get my ass whooped. It's fine.
Spitz. Honestly, it's a good strategy to be close to people because then they can't walk away from you either.
Just hope they don't whoop my ass. Okay.
Spitz.
I am going to, with one hand, grab Turpin by the shirt collar and tell him, I will start just screaming in tree speak. If you harm this woman any further, I will make you swallow your own teeth. And then I'll hit him with my maul. Recklessly.
Reckless attack.
Where's my character sheet? I found it.
Help. Oh.
Nope.
19 hits.
Yeah, 19. 'Cause it's
Oh, that's right. You're
reckless.
raging and reckless. That's right. At first, I was like, oof. And now I'm like, hell yeah.
Roll the
I'm
damage.
guessing 19
6.
hits. So that's 6. Yeah.
You know, something tells me I should not have gone for Grilch
And then I'll jump on the table.
like a fucking lunatic.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what Spitz is. Right, and then I believe that will end my turn.
Ooh, baby. This ain't gonna end well.
All right, I'm gonna do a double two-handed longsword attack on Nick.
No.
That's a crit
Oh.
and a 15.
Crits.
Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I need to pull up my character sheet.
Yes, it does. You can
I'm
click.
sure-
You
yeah, I
can
was about to
click.
say,
You can click your token as well.
Fuck. I
The
have
blue-
a 14, dude.
The blue bubble on your token also shows your armor class.
Fuck, I died, didn't I?
18
Oh,
plus
no.
5.
18 plus 10?
The second,
28?
the second
No,
was
that's
only
five.
5. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew leaving
14
that table.
damage. 14 damage, and Nyx has 13 HP.
That's
left.
it, dude.
So Nyx,
Big
you fall
game.
unconscious to the floor.
Game over, gamers. Fucking game over.
And, yeah, but
I knew that shit was gonna happen too, dude. As soon as I missed, I was like, I'm gonna get critted. Like,
Turpin, everyone's rolling crits.
Double sword attack on Spitz.
god damn, dude, that double sword attack is ruthless, dude.
I presume the 23 hits. I don't think the 13 does.
Yes.
7 slashing.
Is that half to 3 or 4?
All right, so remind me how to do this death save again, Charlie. I just click on the word death save, right?
Yep.
succeed.
Hell yeah. All right, and then I just hit intern, right? Because I can only do it. Yeah.
You shouldn't have 2 successes though. You should only have 1, right? That was your first roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just
Maybe it's from last time.
it probably
carried
was.
over.
Yeah. You need to uncheck them. So you can just uncheck one of them. So you only have 1 check mark right now. That's
Do
it.
I just physically click on the bubble?
Yeah, on the second one. Yeah. And it should.
Ah.
There you go.
Oh shit! Sorry. There. Okay, we're good. And I think I already ended my turn. Yeah.
All right. So with my now height advantage being standing on top of this table, I will whack-a-mole style rock Turpin's shit with another reckless small swing.
Okay.
Foam cascading out of my open mouth.
Miss.
Never lucky.
So Spitz swings on Turpin and misses.
I put a dent in the floor.
You like blow through the floorboard, like wood chunks just like fall to the ground below. This is when, for the very first time, Igrim and Slip realize something is wrong. When it's like, boom, you hear like a giant thud, and then chunks of wood like come raining down, splinters on your head, like from the night forest above you.
You also hear Spitz babbling incoherently. And that ends Spitz's turn.
Is that a signal?
Perhaps we should try to enter the domicile.
So Igrim will hand his sling to Daisy or Long Hop and say, which one of you wants this?
Gilbert's like, I'll take it. And he pulls his froggy hand out to you.
Hands him the sling and then starts to try and head up the tree.
Okay, so the
I'm
beetles.
also gonna try to.
The beetles can climb.
Okay, so we get one beetle. We're both on it, and we climb that motherfucker. But it's my turn still, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll flash back upstairs because it takes like 30 or 45 seconds. Maybe actually on the beetles, maybe a little slower, like a minute to climb the tree. So you probably won't get there before the end of the battle. But for story,
Well,
for story purposes, you're heading that way.
You know what's about to happen.
So Grilch's turn. What does Grilch do?
You know what he does.
Attacks
A 9 and a 14.
Grilch attacks the mouse woman on the floor.
Yeah.
So he can't reach her from there.
You can't attack her over the table. Okay, well I'll just step over his dead body and then attack twice.
Damn.
Whoa.
Ruthless.
What?
Sorry, my token went all over the place.
So you like jump up onto the counter?
No, I'm just gonna step over his body like around the table.
Okay, gotcha. So she's just
Do you take an A up?
just trying to block herself with her hands. Yeah, he technically would have done it last turn, but so go ahead and roll an attack of opportunity, Spitz, as he walks away from you. So as you turn to walk around the table and charge at the mouse woman, Spitz
Doesn't hit.
lashes out with his maul, but you dodge out of the way Grilch dodges out of the way just in time. Comes on the table, swings once, his giant, jagged longsword, and a big swing at this little mouse woman's head. She ducks underneath, hands over her head, and the sword is ka-ching into the counter of the kitchen right next to her. And then Grilch swings around for a second one, and this one cuts across her shoulder. Rolling damage for the second one. A 16 or 14.
7 slashing.
She is unconscious. As he cuts her down to the floor, she's knocked unconscious.
Sure. Knock down the unarmed one. As Turpin swings twice at Spitz. Oh crap!
Ooh, crit
Thank
fail.
The
God.
crit fail was the second one, but I think you were reckless still. Or...
I was
Yeah.
reckless.
So you get
it's
advantage.
not the-
Both of them still fail.
Yep.
All right, baby, we're going in again. Let's hope for the best. Oh,
Nice.
another success.
Good job.
It's starting to look good for me.
All right.
No healing potions or anything, Spitz?
Let's see.
Nope, because guess who has them?
Does not look like Spitz has any healing potions now.
Dude, I should have stuck to the ranged game. I told myself to.
All right, so I'm going to jump down and walk around this way. And I will once again swing at Turpin.
Please be a crit. Please.
Recklessly again. Fuck it. Fuck it all. Fuck everything.
Piteous God, please. No, fuck me.
Oh, never lucky.
We are doing great against each other right now.
Yeah.
I'm putting a lot of holes in this poor woman's house.
That's actually what she's most concerned about. Not being
Um,
unconscious, but the holes in her home.
So I'm gonna. God damn it, dude! Why does that happen? Is my turn now? Yeah, right.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna attack with my heavy crossbow from where I'm standing now.
All right.
It's a 9.
Misses as the bolt is chunk into the wall across the room.
18 does hit, though. I'm still recklessly attacking.
Oh, it was reckless? Oh, so it does hit.
7 piercing damage.
Ooh, the bolt thuds into your chest for 3 damage. Spitz. Mean attack, Grilch.
You mean bastard.
Turpin.
Turpin had the long sword out with one hand and then grips it with two. Again, swinging twice at Spitz.
Oh.
Ouch.
Oh, a crit.
Oh, no.
They both hit, right?
Yeah, but one's
Yep.
a crit.
Oh, God, no, we're fucked. That's it, dude. Game over.
I think we just ended our own D&D game.
Nah.
We still
He
have
takes
the
13,
opportunity.
13 damage.
Ooh.
Spitz is bloodied.
Oh God, please let me get this fucking save, dude. Please. Fuck.
I mean, you just get stable. You don't like stand up.
Oh no. Fuck me, dude. God damn it.
I'm gonna fire another cross. Oh wait, it's not my turn, is it?
It's
No, it's Spitz.
Spitz's turn.
That's his turn.
All right.
Figure out a way to take them both out in one hit, please.
Mm.
What do you do, Spitz?
Look at your skills, dude. Look at your skills.
I can talk to beasts as a ritual.
Wait, didn't you get like a totem last game as well?
Yeah, my totem lets me run really fast.
I was
might
gonna,
wanna
I was
get outta
gonna
here.
say
That's what I was thinking. is
tactical
tactically-
retreat. Yeah,
Tactically run really fast.
tactical
All right,
retreat
so-
is a viable option always in combat.
I will place down my maul. Place my maul back on my back. My tail will twitch vigorously for a few seconds,
Well,
and then I will
sorry, go ahead.
tighten my leg muscles, and I will dash as a bonus action, and use my squirrel agility to get as far as fuck as I can.
Do we get attacks of opportunity?
So
They get disadvantage.
At disadvantage, yeah.
what I want to ask real quick is, Nyx, do you have a potion in your inventory?
You know, I never even fucking thought.
No, I'm the only one that has potions.
Are you sure about that one,
Check-
Chief?
Absolutely.
Check your inventory on your page. Doesn't look like you do.
I've got a hammer and a crowbar. Does that count?
No, sorry.
Fuck.
The jaws of life.
He pulls the crowbar out and puts it underneath of his own corpse and lifts himself back into life.
Mhm.
Okay, so Spitz, you run and you take
I run
you
to
take
the exit I came from.
an attack of
Oh,
opportunity from Turpin as you run away from the lively weasel and his longsword. He lashes
19.
out for a 23 and hits you.
19. Disadvantage.
No, he doesn't have disadvantage. Why does he have disadvantage?
It's
'Cause it's
because of my yeah.
Because he's sprinting.
Can you drop the ability? There we go. Thank you. Totem Spirit Owl. While you're raging, you aren't wearing heavy armor. Other creatures have disadvantage on opportunity attacks against you. Excellent. And you can use dash as a bonus action. So yeah, you dash away, and the 19 still hits for 9
Yeah.
slashing.
That's it, gamers.
And
Fucking
that
game
is
over.
4 slashing to you. Spitz is badly injured as the sword. You finally like really take a decent blow and kind of get cut open across the back.
hmm So I run out. Where's the entrance we came in from?
Oh, so wait, if you were here, like the doors are these little weird carrot things here
Mm-hmm.
and here. So how much distance do you have?
I have 120.
Damn.
Oh, you're out of there, son. That's it, dude.
Yeah, easily.
Get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Get me all the way the fuck out of here.
Spitz teleports away from us.
I instant transmission to safety.
Yeah.
That's
And
some
so-
fucking Naruto shit, dude.
I kick down the door with my back bleeding from the wound, and I pull out my horn, and I toot a familiar sounding horn that Slip would recognize from the time we busked together.
Yeah, we're
And-
already in the process of climbing up the tree as well whenever we hear
Uh-huh.
it.
So y'all hear the horn, and y'all see me looking like I just got attacked by a bear. And then I will end my turn there because that's all of my actions.
All right, Grilch. Do you give chase?
Are there any other points of egress?
Not really.
Don't tell him.
But if you dash, you can go 60 feet, which is enough to
Catch up.
get at least in sight of him, yeah.
Okay, so if I dash, can I shoot? Or
Yeah.
does that also
No,
take...
no, not this turn. But next turn you'd be able to.
So if I move 30 feet, which is my maximum movement, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I haven't taken any damage. Fuck it. Why not? Yeah, I'll dash, and I'll get to
All right.
Dude, every time I click on the screen, it like moves my token all the way to the top.
Are you using the trackpad?
I'll move it like right here.
Okay. So Grilch just like starts tearing through the house, like knocking things over, pushing his way, like slamming through the doorways in chase of Spitz, like, and he comes rumbling into the room behind you, Spitz. And this room is the one that's just been like torn apart, flowers spread all over, you know, everything in the room torn out and just tipped, searched. And anything else, Grilch? You can't really do much else. Turpin's turn.
Turpin sprints after.
Okay.
And that's mine.
All right. When does the... All right, round 6. So on initiative count 20 at round 6, 2 familiar faces show up through the hatch in the floor.
Sorry, I jumped ahead of you and did a death save.
That's okay.
And I stabilized.
We'll let it stand. So the hatch is like right here where Spitz is. And so busting up through the hatch come Igram and Slip. So Igram and Slip, you can drag your token out to the field real quick. Actually, I got you.
Thank you.
Roll initiative. Igram, you go first. What do as you pop up through this like hatch in the floor and see these rats charging in and Spitz like scrambling at the latch of the trapdoor that's swung open?
They did not give us a signal slip. They did not. As Igram kind of turns, faces Grilch, and says something new, and twirls his staff around in the same motions that the Bell kind of did, but at that time is when he cast blindness and deafness.
Okay.
And it kind of like the wind kind of pit and just shoots as much of the dust or shattered stuff at him as he can in his eyes.
All right.
And he might have to move. No, he can do it.
So as you cast blindness, deafness, he makes a Constitution saving throw. And your cast, I'll take the rats over now, or the rat in the stove. So you're casting against Grilch.
Grilch.
All right. So as you cast blindness and deafness, he makes a con save and fails. He is blind and deafened, or your choice, isn't it?
Yeah, blind would probably be best because he probably uses sight. So yay.
All right.
And that's my turn.
All right, so are we gonna count that save or not?
Yeah, absolutely. So you stabilize. So roll a 1d4 to see how long it takes for you to come to consciousness. Two hours. You will regain your consciousness. You are now at 1 HP.
Dope, man. Wow. 1 HP. I'm doing great. All right, so shit. Well,
Spitz, your turn.
All right. So I will thank the great owl that both of you were here. Spit Nyx and a civilian woman are injured. I hack up some blood in another room. Try not to get hurt. These guys swing really hard with their sword. And then I will run behind. What kind of furniture is this guy?
It's
Is
just
it
like
like a table?
like a tipped over bookcase.
I will crouch behind it, and then I will third-person shooter style jump out and throw a hand axe at Turpin.
All right.
I'm no longer raging.
Okay.
Wait, am I raging? I think I might. Let me.
Last round, you ran into here. I don't think you attacked.
I was attacked.
But his attack of opportunity hit you, so yes, you are still raging.
Okay, I am still raging.
Ooh.
24.
Fumble.
Alright, so that hand axe goes out a window and is gone forever.
Reroll this attack. My bad. Reroll this attack against an ally within 10 feet of the original target.
Oh, fuck.
There's no
None of
ally
us
within
are.
10 feet. So no negatives then. It just like clatters, flies out a window and into the darkness, never to return.
Fuck. I will crouch back down under the bookcase.
All right. Slip.
All right. So Slip runs in and see that the situation's bad, and he sees that the rat in the back is looking the worst. So he is also gonna kind of crouch down behind the bookcase. He is going to cast Guiding Bolt
Nice.
on Turpin.
Oof.
Shit.
A 9 is a miss.
Well, there it is.
And then you just walk the fuck out. I tried.
Grilch is blind.
Yeah, I don't think that gives advantage though.
It does.
Not on attacks against him, does it? Blinded creatures can't see. Oh yeah, you do have advantage. Attack rolls against creatures have advantage.
There it
But
is.
that's the wrong. They're attacking the wrong character.
Well, I'll let you say if you wanted to be Grilch, because if you would have known that, I think you probably would have chosen Grilch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Thank God for nice DMs.
So do I
roll
click
the
it now? Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, you. What does it look like as you blast a guiding bolt?
So this is like more traditional magic. So my holy symbol isn't really involved, but I just sort of lower my head and like close my eyes and put my hands together, sort of in a meditative style. And then 3 orbs appear of my head of glowing white light. And as they shoot, they sort of like streak and stretch, so they look like maybe like icicles made out of light. And 15 radiant damage.
Awesome.
Ooh.
The bolt blasts out into the blinded Grilch for 15 damage. And so, Finn, you are now Grilch.
Oh.
And you're trying your best to kill the characters. So give Grilch 15 damage, please.
Oh, baby. Oh, God. Okay. 46, right?
Actually, I'll let you be Turpin, because he's the non-blinded one. I'll be Grilch.
Okay, well, I already reduced girls herself for you.
Yeah.
Should be 46, right?
Cool, yep. Looks good. And Turpin's character sheet's in the journal tab. It's at the very top.
Okay. Dope. Alright.
So it's Grilch's turn first. He can't do much. He kind of like staggers forward and like falls to his knees halfway and scrambles back to his feet, and then he makes a Constitution saving throw at the end of his turn, as he's like rubbing and clawing at his eyes and screaming like, "Ah! Like, what did you do to my eyes?" Like, just screaming, and he fails his Constitution save. Turpin.
Oh, baby. So Turpin, pissed off that his buddy Grilch is blinded, falling to his knees, screeching. What he's going to do is Well, first I should probably see how the fuck far away that is. I can make a run to Spitz from here, right? That's 16 feet.
Yep.
You'll take an
Dope.
attack of opportunity.
No, not for running into a creature's range. Not unless they have Sentinel or Polar Mastery.
Then I'm gonna run there with his multi-attack with his longsword. So I just click multi-attack, right?
Yep, click that once.
So I'm gonna get there, multi-attack.
And then you can click the longsword thing. It's just nice to click it one more time. Ooh, an 18
I hit.
is a hit.
Oh, baby.
so click the
Roll
word-
attack on the hit.
Yeah.
And it's 9 slashing. But it's half because you're raging, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 4.5.
So 4. Spitz is badly injured as the blade like cuts into him.
All right, well then I'm gonna end my turn there. Oh shit, sorry, I should actually click on Turban. Ha 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 ha. There we go.
Igram.
What is the plan here, Slip? And Igram points his staff as he asks that at Grillich and kind of circles it very slowly and tries to like almost looks like he's shooting something out of it, but it kind of casting a ray, and he's casting Ray of Sickness, which he has advantage, so it'd be a 15, which is a miss. Why does it have a +1?
You have a camp meal check marked.
Oh, no, it shouldn't be a +1. So 14 is a miss.
It is, yes.
Okay.
When he's you just have advantage, so it is a miss. And anything else?
Nope.
Nyx.
Oh,
I'll take you out of the turn order. Spitz.
yeah, I was like, I'm fucked.
All right. So Spitz is in a spot of trouble.
A spot of trouble.
Spitz is going to tuck and roll, take the disengage action, and then use his bonus action to dash and run the fuck away. Basically beelining.
You realized your cleric was gonna go next, right?
No. This is a good idea. We just 2 for tag teamed them.
Hell
This is
yeah.
WWE shit right now.
Here, I'll get here then. I just don't want to. I guess I should stay.
I think you're making a good play.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna kill you.
I
You can
disagree.
use that sling.
I, as your dungeon master, disagree.
I'm gonna
Use-
tuck behind that corner. And that's my turn. That's my plan.
Slippy.
I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay. Your spiritual weapon is what's it look like again?
Oh my
Uh,
god.
It's like 3 spinning swords that kind of like leave little leaf trails behind them.
It is 21.
Just 20.
Oh, 20, okay.
And that hits. You can turn the +1 off. It's like a little check box underneath your attack section.
Yeah, I got it.
And you can summon it anywhere. Where do you summon it? Like where to? And
Exactly where you have it.
all right.
So 4 force damage.
Mm-hmm. And that's only your bonus action.
Yep. And now I am going to cast Guiding Bolt on the blind boy.
So you can't cast 2 spells above level 1 on the same turn, even if
Guiding
has
Bolt
to
is
be
a level
cantrip.
1 spell.
you can't cast 2 spells of level 1 or above. You can cast a
Oh.
cantrip and a spell, but not 2
Sacred
spells.
Flame it is.
On Grilch or Turpin? Turpin?
On the blind one.
Grilch.
Yeah, Grilch. Actually, no, I'll do it to Turpin.
He takes 1 radiant damage.
Well, 5 in total because the force damage.
Yes.
All right. Oh, you got the points already, Charlie?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, cool.
Grilch. Will. Still blinded. I don't think he's gonna do anything. Oops. He's just make his save. To see if you can
Alright.
shake his blindness as he just scratches at his eyes. And finally, he like grabs a water skin off of, or like a wine skin off of his belt full of water and just starts like spraying it in his eyes and cleanses the blindness. Turpin.
Oh, buddy, don't worry. I've got it. I'm gonna run up to. No, that doesn't seem to.
Remember,
I'm in a weird. I'm in a weird spot here.
Their motivation is to kill.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna run up to Spitz, and if my friend dies, then so be it. It's the will of the fire. So I'm gonna go for Spitz. It's in his movement speed, so he's got it down.
Is he disengaging from my spiritual weapon?
Oh,
I don't think your
shit.
spiritual weapon gets attacks of opportunity.
I don't think
Did you click
so.
the spiritual weapon spell? I didn't have the description. Yeah, I'm pretty certain it does not. Only melee attacks.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm gonna go for. Let's see. Is there any disadvantage to multi-attack, like at all?
No, it's an NPC ability to like scale them to PCs.
All right, dope. Well, then I'm gonna go for multi-attack, and we're gonna do. I'm just gonna do 2 longsword attacks. Yeah. Shit.
17 will hit me.
But he
Can
also
I roll?
he also
I
gets
also got a crit fail.
critical fumble on his second attack. His critical fumble is yoink. Make a contested dexterity or strength check with the target. If the target wins, it takes your weapon from you.
Oh shit! All right, should I roll damage on the first one before
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Because it was the first attack, so 7 slashing, which
But-
is halved.
I'm still
Alright.
Conscious.
I'm still gonna say in his death saves, like falling down, he still tries to grabs the weapon. As-
Okay, so
as it hits you and like cuts you down, Spitz, like you just grab on like death grip as you fall unconscious onto the blade.
Mm-hmm.
So make a contested dex or strength check with the target. I'm gonna say, so you each get your choice, just flat out dex or strength.
oh, I'm doing strength, baby, all the way. Should I just click on strength,
Yep.
right?
Oh, fuck.
You can just click on the word dexterity, Spitz.
I will invoke my rabies as the blade swings down. My head flicks up, and my wrist instinctively goes up to catch it.
All right, so traits. You're using your trait, and to use a level 1 trait, you can use it once per long rest, and you can use it to give yourself advantage.
I'm gonna roll that with advantage.
12.
So they're even.
Who
'cause
has?
I rolled a 12.
What's your strength score, Spitz?
15.
What's your strength score, Nyx? Nyx is.
16 plus 3.
Ooh, you're not able to take the weapon from him. Although he struggles for a minute to pull it out of your hands as you fall to the floor, unconscious.
Rest in pepperoni. And then I will end Turpin's turn.
Oops, I did that backwards. Spitz was knocked unconscious by Turpin. Igram, you see Spitz go down. Told you shouldn't have left.
Igram sees Spitz go down, and his staff starts to twirl in his hand a little bit as he sidesteps one square to the left, As it starts to pick up speed, the wind starts to pick up around, and he casts gust of wind going straight out of the room. It's 10 feet by 60 feet, so.
Okay.
Turpin has to make a strength saving throw.
10 by
Turpin,
60.
I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention.
And it comes out from you.
Yep, so straight out.
Turpin has to make a strength saving roll, right? Okay.
He saves.
22. Holy shit. Why can't I roll this well with my own character?
And so, yeah, there's a huge thing of wind there.
It stays, right?
Yes, it does. For 1 minute in concentration.
Hold
Yeah, so
on.
they have to spend double movement to get closer to us.
All right. Spits. Death saving throw.
Well, let's see it. Where is that? You love to see it.
Oh my god. So if you roll a 1, you automatically take 2 fails. So if he
Yeah.
fails his next one, Spitz is dead.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh no, I feel fucking awful now.
Robin, let me ask you how you feel about your character dying.
Well, you know, characters die.
Will you be horridly upset? You'll be able to roll a new character.
I won't be horridly upset. I'll be sad that I won't be able to play Spitz anymore. But like, oh well.
I like how into the immersion you are, Robin. You're just like, fuck it, if I die, I die. Fuck it.
I experienced my first major character death last week.
Oh man,
You
this
have
might
to
be
touch it.
2 in a row. Slip cast
Maybe.
Spare the Dying as a domain spell, but it is a touch spell.
No,
Slip.
yeah, I was clicking on it so I can read it.
You can always click the cog too to see it in the.
They're alt.
The only healing spell that's at range is Healing Word, and it's a bonus
Word.
action. But it is 60 feet, so you could hit him from there.
And it's a bonus action, right?
It is.
So I could still attack, like I could throw a spear.
Correct. But you won't be able to attack with your spiritual weapon this turn. Because that's a bonus action too. But your spiritual weapon still stays. You can attack with it next turn.
Okay. Healing word.
So, Slip does a quick prayer, and Golden Light enshrouds Spitz, healing him for 5.
+2, so 7. Oh no, +2 to the spells level. Yeah, so 7.
2 plus 3, so it's 8 because it's a level 1 spell, right?
Oh, okay.
So you come back up with 8 hit points, Spitz gasping for air.
Oh. You love to see it.
Had to do it to him.
You are, however, prone.
Ouch, my bones.
And then I'm gonna throw my spear at the one that's bloody.
Okay.
17.
That's
That's a tie, right?
That's a hit.
I was about to say, I think that's a hit. Armor class 17.
Tie's a hit.
It's a tie. Yeah, I was about to say, the person who's going for the attack
6
is-
damage,
6
Turpin.
piercing.
Grill.
6 damage, baby.
Oh, you gonna move or anything, Slip?
No. Slip will then move behind the table even further. Sorry.
It's alright, I got you, dog. Grilled?
This one over here.
Oh, okay. That's a trapdoor on the floor.
Oh, it is, okay. Well, is it like propped open?
Yeah, but it's pretty small.
I'm gonna still hunker down behind that bad boy.
Okay.
Full frog squad.
I believe in you.
So meanwhile, just like wind and flour and paper just like whipping, tearing through the room. The torches have almost flickered out from this giant gust of wind that's just tearing through. And if you're done, Slip.
Yeah, sorry.
So you're gonna move down here behind the trapdoor. Grilch charges at Ingram. As he comes into the wind tunnel, does he have to make a save or anything?
He does.
Which is...
Strength save throw.
Change the direction of the line blast.
It says...
Oh, it just starts the turn?
starting its turn, so he doesn't have to do it this turn. So
Oh no.
he
Go ahead.
runs in and he attacks. Missing.
Ooh.
The second one lands. Ooh, for 11.
Jeez.
Igram is bloodied.
Con save to keep concentration.
Correct. You need to roll a 10 or better to maintain concentration on a Constitution save. Ooh, yes, you barely maintain your spell as you bite your lip through the pain. And Turpin, what do you do? So, Turpin, first make a... What's the save?
Strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw to resist the wind gusting around you.
23, baby, a crit.
Oh, man. So you can move, but it is half movement inside the wind tunnel.
It's
So
fine. I don't need to move. I'm sorry. Why won't you just bleed to death? And I'm going to attack Spitz.
Thank God.
They both miss as Spitz is able to knock them both away as he like tries to come back up. Oh, wait, aren't you prone?
I am prone, but they still miss.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
I was about to say his armor class is still high enough. Yeah.
Awesome. I imagine Spitz, you like bring one leg up under you, you know, and like now you're down on one knee and you just like bring your maul up to like knock away, you know, this overhead attack.
As Turpin misses, and he's just like, God damn it. And that will end his turn.
Igram looks in panic and casts False Life on himself.
Okay, roll a 1d4
So
plus
it's-
4. What's it look like as he casts that spell?
He's whirling his staff right now to cast Wind Out to try and force these mice and other animal away. It's not going very well, and he as it's still swirling, he kind of with his left hand motions in the air and like slams it into his chest, and you see him kind of bolstered a little bit. You don't know exactly from what.
Awesome. And he gains 6 temporary HP.
And that is my turn because that is an action.
Spitz.
All right, so I will. Coming back from coming back to consciousness, I will clear my throat, and I will look at Turpin and I will say, "You're gonna have to try a little bit harder than that to put me in the dirt after all these years." And as I say that, foam starts to bubble, and I begin raging once a motherfucking again. And from the kneeling position I am in, I do a side swipe at Turpin's kneecaps. I do not attack recklessly because I am not trying to get slapped around again.
Oof.
Mm.
2 left feet. You cannot take the disengage action until the end of your next turn. As you like,
fuck.
you literally swing yourself in a circle because you miss, like, swing so hard and miss.
Mhm. And then I'll use half my movement to stand up.
All right. And this battle's turning out to be rough, guys.
And how long is it until Nyx wakes up? You said 2 hours?
Yeah, so not during this combat at
Oh,
all.
fuck.
For context, 1 minute and 12 seconds has passed so far since the battle started in game time.
Oh, great.
So the way that we do grapples is just straight up strength checks.
It's athletics versus athletics.
Okay, and what's the advantage of having someone grappled? They get disadvantage on all their shit.
You can move them around, but you're at half movement speed, so you can drag them wherever you want. And yeah, they have disadvantage.
The
They have disadvantage on
restrained
attack
condition.
rolls. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Disadvantage to all their attack rolls against anyone, but you can move them.
Okay. I'm gonna use tongue lash on the guy that's close to us.
Okay, keep in mind that you can only grapple people with that if they're a size smaller than you.
Oh yeah, true.
So I don't think you can do it to him.
Oh, can I attack with my weapon?
Yeah, you can. Your weapon can fly in for a bonus action. You can also step forward and use your actual weapon too. Clerics are fairly hardy fighters usually.
Okay. So I'm gonna do the old two-handed warhammer, so I don't have my shield up.
Okay.
Actually, I'll just do one-handed, and I do have my shield up.
Okay. So you step forward into combat like a true friar, as your spectral swords like fly in behind you as well.
That is a 21
So
on
I'm
that.
assuming you walk forward, yeah.
Yep.
Don't forget to move your token.
Sorry.
It's alright. And so 21 hits as you step forward and take a giant swing with your warhammer at the rat.
And that is 5. And then how do I roll the damage for the...
So you can just click the spell again. And then click this word spiritual weapon.
Yeah, or just roll a d10 if you don't feel like scrolling up that far. I feel like
7.
that'd work.
Yeah, make sure you give yourself a spell slot back at level 2 because it doesn't take another spell slot.
Okay.
And
So 7 plus 5.
you get the 5 either because it wasn't a crit. It's rolling for the crit. But
Yeah, but I get the 5 damage from above.
Oh, yeah, you do. -5 and -7. Nice, you bloody him. Good damage as you blast into him.
Taking charge.
Grilch attacks back at you.
Okay. He has a disadvantage.
He has disadvantage.
Right? Because I have my shield? Or does just that add armor class and
It
that's
just
it?
adds armor class, yeah. Your armor class goes up by 2. If it's equipped in the character sheet, it should auto-calculate that. It's probably
Okay.
already calculated in there. It seems like it is. So... Oops.
And the second one does hit.
He cuts into you for 8 slashing. Not too bad. You're able to slough off most of the damage. Turpin.
If you don't fucking die already, I'm going to lose my patience.
Hit. Miss?
My
Yeah.
AC is 15.
They both hit.
Oh, baby.
Wait.
So
The
sorry.
top one doesn't hit, right? At disadvantage?
Is he disadvantaged?
No, it isn't. I was...
He does have to do a no, he has to make a save at the beginning of his turn, that's right.
Oh shit!
He's still in the
sorry.
wind tunnel, so make a strength save for him.
Well, as did Grillick as well.
Oh yeah.
I was muted, didn't realize it.
Grilch makes his.
Saved.
Turpin fails his.
Shit.
I
Well,
can throw him 15 feet. Do I throw him against the wall, or is there a window or something?
There's a window
Whoa.
here.
Throw him out that fucking window.
Out the window he goes.
well, he crashes to the ground and fucking dies. Then I would say, wouldn't you? Like, he's already almost dead.
Yeah, and then he fell 40 feet.
Yeah, he's fucked. That's
He
it.
goes
Game over, dude.
flying out the window and falls actually about 80 feet.
And he McFreaking passes away.
1d10, right?
Yeah, D6.
Holy shit! That's it, dude.
Yeah, he dies.
0.
As you like hear like after a few moments like a loud thud on the ground below.
Can you just imagine him saying like, "Can't you fucking die already?" and then flies out the fucking window?
All right. Turpin is dead.
Spitz, maybe walking away was the wise decision.
Hell yeah.
Round 13. Igrim.
Okay.
This is a
Igrim,
long battle.
yes.
It is.
Just still spinning his thing around, actually slams it into the ground, and he's going to toll the dead. Grillick needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. 1 second. Wisdom. Ooh, makes it.
Okay, and that's my turn.
Spits.
All right. So, can I, from where I am standing, see the woman that got knocked down through the door? Can I see if I step this way?
Yes.
All right. Does it look like she's still breathing, or has she since passed?
Let's see. We'll find out right now. Oops.
Oh.
Down to the final roll.
Oh.
Oh, hell yeah. And she's up. She's
You
up with 1 HP.
You see her quivering behind the table, peeking out from behind it.
I reach out to her and in tree speak, I will stage whisper across the room at her. Stay hidden. It's almost taken care of. And I will tuck back out to the door and I will throw. Let's see, what other objects do I have on me that I can throw? How many more hand axes?
Don't you have a sling?
Do have a sling.
+1.
Hey,
I'm gonna throw a rock at this guy.
Say you can grab anything off the floor and just chuck it.
Hit this guy with a rock.
Nope.
Misses.
You hate to see it.
Sling +1, best weapon in the game. Spits. Anything else?
I'll move back out of line of sight and then my.
All right, Slippy.
You know what it is.
X gonna
Right.
give it to you.
Hit him with that warhammer. That's a crit, please, on that. And we're also hitting him with that spiritual weapon.
Whoa, Warhammer crits for 8. Spiritual weapon misses. Nice.
Damn, you thought that one through before the turn even started.
You know what I forgot to do though is click to end my turn.
Grilch, realizing he might be outnumbered,
Makes a strength save.
Takes his own life.
Yeah, he does make a strength save.
Saves again.
he starts stepping towards like a little door in the wall over here. And as he like runs over and whips the door open, he realizes it's just a closet and starts scrambling towards the window. And he'll dash to get there. Igrim.
Looks at Slip inquisitively. Is still. No, that's good. Still spinning his staff and sees everything that's kind of searched through, and you can see the wind kind of pick up some of the grease or oil that was picked up, and it actually like kind of starts to grow as he casts grease on top of where Grillick is, trying to keep him trapped.
And it covers a 10-foot square, so
Centered on him, so yeah, or just to wherever.
like that.
Yep, that works.
So like hits the windows and stuff as well.
Yep, and then end my turn.
All right. Grease just like covers the area. Spits.
Let's see.
Dex save for Grillick.
Oh yeah, for being in grace.
Yeah, that the creature that enters the area or ends its turn there must also succeed on his dexterity saving throw or fall prone. So Grilch got a dex save.
When it first appears. Sweet.
Yep.
Fails. Oh, he's like just like slips and slides and swing goes prone like a fucking Home Alone movie, like Daniel Stern. Shrink.
All right. Whew. I guess I'm just gonna. And then throw a rock at him.
Hit him with your base.
You wind up your sling again, loosing another rock, missing once again.
I'm not good at this one yet.
Slip. You can move your spiritual sword up to 20 feet
Okay,
and attack with it.
I want that bad boy. I can't click the sword.
Like here.
Yeah, I want to move up next to him,
Cool. So
and I want the sword right on top of him.
your sword just like floats up to him.
And since he's laying down, I want to put my shield away and do a two-handed attack.
So taking a shield on and off isn't something you can just do. It takes like 5 or 10 minutes. They're all like you have to be strapped in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That is a miss. Oh wait, he's prone. Still a miss.
Yep. Spiritual weapon though
16. Oh, 23 on that one.
hits for critical damage.
9 damage.
Nice. Grilch is hurting. 12 hit points left.
And yeah, that's all.
I want to see him fly out this window like a slip and slide.
All right, he uses half of his movement to stand up, and Grilch starts trying to climb out the window.
He's got to do that strength save.
Passes the strength
Save.
save, and he actually he doesn't have to make the grease check till the end of his turn. Each creature standing in its area must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or fall prone. A creature that enters the area
enters it.
or ends its turn there must also. He didn't enter it. He's already there. He was there already.
Okay.
Yeah, so if he stands up, does he have to?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not until the end of his turn, right? Or
Yep.
ends its turn there.
The window's still slippery. Don't fall.
So he like slips and slides over the window and shwink, like starts sliding down the tree, like the side of the hut, and like you hear his claws like like grind in. Rats do have a small climbing speed, and he like starts trying to climb underneath of like this giant hut in the tree and onto the branch that supports it.
Mm.
You might be able to take a shot at him out the window.
Whose turn is it?
Hold
It's
on.
Igram's. So Igram will open up the trap door and step down it to see if he can see Grillick.
Mhm.
And cast Chill Touch at him.
Okay, from the little platform there, you can see him, but isn't Chill Touch a touch spell? No, 120 feet.
No,
That's right.
it's not.
I'm thinking of Shock and Grasp. Okay, so yeah, you crit as you reach out, and a ghastly skeletal hand floats in front of him, appearing and grasps him as he tries to climb down this branch.
Yeah.
And down
It's
the
trying to
tree trunk.
grab him to keep him from going away.
He takes 9 damage. He's very badly injured. Can't regain hit points until the start of next turn.
All right. So the furniture in this room. How big is this bookcase? Is this a bookcase that Spitz could pick up and drop onto Grillick?
No, he kind
Grilch.
of. Yeah, it's Grilch.
Grilch.
And he's kind of out on a branch now too, so no.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm going to. Also-
Shot, baby.
If I get closer, like right here, will I be able to see him through the window? Maybe here.
Yeah,
Or
you
will
can
I
see
have
him.
to?
You can see him.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know, because he's like down. I imagine he's probably down a little lower. If you walk up to the window?
So you're gonna fall in the grease either way. Just take a shot.
Okay. How about if I go down through the trapdoor?
Yeah, that's what Igrim did.
Okay, I'll go down through the trapdoor then.
So you descend the
Sounds like a
first
safe
small.
way.
You descend the first like small ladder down to the trapdoor, and it goes to a little platform to like the tree trunk where you climbed up from. And standing on that little wooden open platform in the mid branches, like you see him climbing away.
Mhm.
Also, I assume you broke concentration on the wind since you left the room.
Yeah.
And I will begin to focus my resolve, swing the sling around my head, and release a faithful stone.
Yes,
There it is!
critical hit with the +1 sling as Grilch
Fuck.
tries to climb down the tree trunk with 3 hit points left.
Done. Over.
Are you raging
Ended.
too?
No, I'm not raging
Okay.
still.
But you still hit him with 9 damage. He has 3 hit points left. His grip loosens from the tree as you knock him unconscious as the stone bonks off of his head, and he slips down the tree trunk and then like bounces off out into the open air, and you just hear him thud on the ground below.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wanted to make that non-lethal, but it doesn't matter because he's gonna fall and die anyway.
Yep.
So Igrim looks at or spits and says, "At least they fell close to each other, right? Love is when the family sticks together."
Yep, something like that. We have to check on Nyx. I think the lady's okay. She's just scared.
Why didn't he help us in the battle and just not protect the lady?
Questions later. Right now, I need medical attention. So does Nyx.
Oh, I apologize. Slick is upstairs. Let's get to him.
So you guys rush back up, and all 3 of you go in to check on Nyx and the woman, and that's where we'll end for the night, because it is late. Let's very quickly do our end of session council. Let me give you some loot real quick.
Just what we ransacked from this woman's house.
Or not loot, I mean rather XP. I'm just tired. I don't know where my XP...
Is that how we? That's not how we do XP in this, is it?
Oh, that's right. I'm so tired. I'm just used to Hammervale. That's right. That's why we do the council.
Yeah.
My goodness. My goodness. So that's the end of the session. We'll pick up literally right in this moment next time, like as the battle ends. Council.
Council.
Yes, the evil council's plan is very bad.
So
It will hurt many people.
first of all, merit points. I'm gonna flip you back to your beliefs screen so you can see all of that jazz. So, merit points. Merit points are used to promote your rank in factions that you are going to join later on in the campaign. The first way to gain merit points is to act, and it's also just how people know you, like your reputation when you come into a town. Acting on your belief. If your character's actions in the game reflected their beliefs, you earn 1 merit point. You may gain this award once per session. Can anyone argue that they gained a merit point for that, acting on their belief?
Nope.
Not really. Not spits, at least.
I would say no.
Okay. Moving on. Working towards your goal. If your character's actions work towards your goal but did not accomplish it, you earn 1 merit point. Anybody work towards their goal but didn't get there?
Yeah, I mean, I would say I definitely did.
Your goal is to shepherd the party towards the Abbey, or to the Abbey, and you made your way part way there but didn't get there. So yeah, you can take a merit point for that.
So my goal was to learn the reason of the rats being in our region, and we did get into a fight with some rats, and maybe the question I could have asked them if they had not died was why they were here.
I don't know. I didn't see any like outward play though to push toward it. Like with the...
No, I just wanted to murder them. It's fine. I don't deserve it.
It's okay. So, and if anyone levels up, you get merit points equal to your new level. So moving on, Gnosis tokens, growth tokens. If you accomplish a goal, if you accomplish your goal during the session, you earn a Gnosis point. I don't think anyone did, right?
Nope.
Did anyone?
I did not.
Did anyone play against their belief? This is difficult, hard to quantify, but if you play against your belief in a cool or dramatic fashion, if you make a decision in the game that's counter to what you believe, let everyone know about it through performance of your character. You earn a Gnosis point for experience. No one?
Nope.
MVP stands for Most Valuable Player. The MVP award goes to the player who made the most crucial contribution so that the patrol could complete its mission. The group as a whole decides who gets the Gnosis point for being the MVP. Only one player per session can get this point. Type who you think should be in chat, please.
I vote Turpin.
Fuck off.
I was gonna say the same thing.
I don't think any of us are gonna agree here.
No, because I'm voting for you.
Do we all get one, Charlie?
No, Dungeon Master decides.
Yeah, so then my vote is actually, there was something at the beginning. What was it that I really liked? I'm gonna give it to... It's a hard decision. I think I am gonna give it to Slip for the healing, because I think that
Yeah.
it would have been a party wipe if there, it had a potential to be one.
Yeah, that was where my vote came from.
Yeah, but if Igram didn't get that other rat out of there, I mean, he essentially
Oh, yeah.
killed both of the rats. Like,
That's true, and also Nyx went down for the party, so I'm inclined actually
Yeah.
to give it to Nyx, possibly too.
I think we all deserve a Gnosis token.
this is a pretty brutal fucking episode.
Teamwork.
I think, yeah, I'll give everybody one for that. Everyone's the MVP
hell
this
yeah.
session. Good job.
Hell yeah, teamwork makes the dream work, baby.
So the Embodiment Award, this reward goes for the player who best embodied his or her character's conditions and traits during the game. Were they convincingly hungry, etc. The group decides who's worthy. It can be more than one person. We can give it to multiple people, but not everyone. I'm gonna go ahead.
Convincingly agree.
I'm gonna go ahead and nominate Spitz for the interlude story that Spitz told,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh absolutely, dude.
That was mine as well.
and I'm also gonna nominate Slip for his as well because he played his introvert really well there.
I'm
I guess
gonna
that-
vote for Igram.
I mean, I think I'll vote for Egram too because Egram pretty much consistently does a very good job of playing that in his character, and I love it.
Yeah, but what's the... So you get a trait mark for that?
No, you all get a Gnosis point for that as well. I don't know. Spitz went down too. We're not supposed to give it to everyone. Or, I mean, Nyx went down, which is pretty bold.
Yeah, he did
Listen-
run right in
listen,
there when
man.
he was using range attacks. That is true.
I'll give everybody two this session. I'm feeling nice.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but I also was like, yo, you and I can fucking take them dogs.
That's
Let's
true.
go do
Oh,
that.
You
yeah.
straight up were like, we're not getting help. Let's go. So you definitely.
Let's
get
take
one.
this L.
All right, I'll give everybody two this session. You guys did a great job. So
Whoop whoop.
you can spend them now if you want. Gnosis tokens are worth 100 times your current level in XP. So if you're level 3, they're worth 300 experience points each.
So what's level 4? How much experience is that?
2,700, I believe.
Oh.
It's gonna be a minute.
6 to level up between 3 to 4.
I'm at 700 XP, I think. God, I'm sorry. Let me get to my sheet. I'm still deciding between assassin and scout.
So 2700 is level 4. So that's 6 tokens. That's what you said, right?
Yep.
So if
For
you're
like 3 sessions.
if you're at 700 and you spend one,
will be
Nyx,
level 3.
you're level 3 at 1000 XP.
So I just need to spend one token.
Mm-hmm.
Dope. Well, then I'm gonna do that.
You can actually only spend 1 token because once you level, you have to stop spending. So you have to save your second one to use for next time.
Okay, then I'm gonna spend 1 token. How do I level up again, Charlie?
So click up into the experience points section at the top of your sheet and just change it to 1,000, and then the little character mancer will pop up, the little button, so you can.
Hell yeah! There we go. All right.
So the other thing, don't forget to mark that you have 1 left on your sheet, so you can remember.
I know. Yeah, I changed it to 1. Yeah.
Sweet. And also you gain 3 merit points because you're level 3.
Oh, dope. Okay, cool. I would love the party's advice on this, but I think I'm gonna pick Scout. I feel like I
think
play the range game way more than.
I think we all vote for Scout for you. It makes sense for your bounty hunter, forester type character.
Yeah, my vote was gonna be on Scout.
Are you gonna roll your HP or are you gonna take the average? The average is a safe bet, but the roll can possibly be higher.
Or possibly be way lower.
What dice is the roll though?
Like a D8.
D8.
Okay, I'm gonna take the average. That's too large of a fucking risk.
Yeah, it'll ask you during the level up process how you.
Yeah, it did. So I just clicked average and went next.
Excellent. And so, what skills do you get for a scout? What's your new ability?
I have Skirmisher now, which is the thing that pushed me to want to get a scout, is that I can move up to half my speed as a reaction if an enemy ends their turn within 5 feet of me, and this movement doesn't provoke an opportunity of attack.
So if an enemy runs up to attack you and ends their turn there, you can just turn and run away as a reaction.
I can dip out up to half of my speed.
Sweet. That's really good. And is there a second ability that comes with it as well?
Yeah, proficiency in nature and survival. I didn't.
That's right.
I had a proficiency in survival, but I didn't in nature, so now I'm proficient in nature.
Nice. And now you have 18 hit points instead of 13, which is good.
Which is a huge. That would have helped me in this go.
Yeah. What was that?
It'll double his proficiency bonus for survival.
Oh, that's right. Even though you have survival, now instead of rolling just whatever your +3 was, it'll be +2 additional.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it adds 2 more to all your survival checks.
Should I note that down somewhere?
I think it'll do it automatically. We'll check though.
Okay. You want me to try it now?
Did you hit apply changes?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What's your survival listed as? A 5?
5, yeah.
What's your wisdom? A 1, and your proficiency is a 2. So yes, it's doing it now automatically.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
So you had a +3 in survival, but now you have a +5.
Awesome.
Sweet. Great session, everyone. You are all level 3 now, and yeah, we will play again. Oh, are you gonna be gone next week then, Finn?
I'm currently, yes. I'm gonna say yes, but I'll let you guys know. I'm not sure. I may have gotten that worked out to where that's not gonna happen.
Okay. Let us know, and we'll let everyone else know who's watching and listening in Discord. And if not, we'll just play another episode of Slippy Toad's Dream, which is our space adventure game, which also involves these same anthropomorphic animal characters. It's a little bit like Star Fox. So
with Egram this time.
Yeah, with Egram instead of Nyx this time for a little switch out, which would be cool. So that can be a lot of fun. If not, we'll play D&D next week on Thursday. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. I want to say thank you to my lovely cast of players. That was a slog of a battle, and I applaud you for getting through it. I know it was rough. 90% of battles will not be that long or rough, but it was cool, and you guys fought through it. It was desperate and awesome. And yeah, real quick, I just want to say follow Collin at Melon Collin on Instagram.
Yep, _Melon_Collin.
And Pleasant Finn at Pleasant Finn Gaming _, right?
No, just Pleasant Finn _. Or if you just click my name in chat, should be the most recent one. If you're on Twitch watching live, you can follow straight from there. Wow, awesome.
That's right. Go follow Pleasant Finn. Finn streams all the time. All kinds of good video games. Metal Gear Solid, Mass Effect, all kinds of other good stuff. So check that out. And of course, more content coming soon from our Knucklebone Jones, who plays
hell yeah.
Spitz. And also, Sar, thank you for being here. It was lovely to have you. And all of the wonderful people at home who have listened in, tuned in on YouTube. Hit the subscribe, follow, do all that other good stuff. And we'll see you next time right here on Thornwood D&D. Good night.
Goodbye.
Good night.
What?